test. Okay. Welcome to Salem Seminole Stadium, somewhere southwest of Highway 138 and I-20, nestled in the pines of Conyers, Georgia, for tonight's 5A region matchup between the Salem Seminoles and Clarke Central High School. And we're doing this tonight in simulcast. Clarke Central GITV teaming up with Rockdale Careers Academy to bring you this broadcast and what promises to be a good slobber knocker type game between these two teams. I'm Buster Crumpton, alongside me my tag team partner Chuck Wegman. And Chuck, always beautiful service, hospitality, and folks up here in the Salem community when we come up this way, is it not?
No doubt about it. We're very happy to be working tonight with the Rockdale Career Academy, along with GITV, and beautiful setting here at Salem High School at Seminole Field. The pine trees, it makes a beautiful setting here, Buster.
Well, I don't know if the camera guy can get it, but Salem has got a banner, I kid you not, the size of an area code over there in the south end zone.
Yeah, I think that banner is about the same size as Delaware State.
Yeah,
Delaware.
Man. I don't know how you put a banner that big together. That thing is humongous. And of course, Clarke Central's coming down the field over here in the north end zone, and they bust through their traditional red banner with the big gold and white C.
And in the yellow pants with the white jerseys and gold helmets again once tonight. Now Salem entering with the gold helmets, the burgundy jerseys, and the white pants.
And you can tell by their fight song, they are the Noles. They are the Seminoles, and they look very much like Florida State. And this is going to be a good game. Salem always plays good up here on their home turf, and Clarke Central's got a challenge for them tonight to keep pace with the region leaders, Gainesville and Flowery Branch. Clarke Central comes into tonight's matchup at 3-1, 2-1 in region play. 3-1, 2-0 in region play.
That's correct. Yeah.
And then Salem comes in at 2-3, and I think they're 1-2 in region play.
All right, Buster, and of course, once again, week after week, GITV, we're able to bring you these games week in, week out, and we can't thank enough our corporate sponsors, of course. Athens Ford, Jason's Deli, The Bus, Athens Transit, The Varsity, Georgia United, Credit Union, Restore, Habitat Thrift Store, Athens Regional, St. Mary's Healthcare System, Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, BB&T, Papa John's Pizza, and Athens Chevrolet, Find New Roads.
We also want to give a big shout out to the Rockdale Careers Academy crew, who will be helping our engineer out, Chris Crumpton, tonight with GITV, and that's Tiara Woods, Malcolm Wimpy, Rebecca Howington, and of course Mr. Dinsmore and Mr. White, who lead up these fine students at Salem, or at the Rockdale Careers Academy.
And if you hear in the background all through the night, it's like being at Shea Stadium in New York City. The airplanes are traveling over top of us, headed into Hartsfield Atlanta Airport. So we're ready for kickoff, Buster. Looks like Gladiators may have won the toss and have deferred to the second half.
I'm trying to get some numbers. Those gold numbers are going to be hard to read on them maroon jerseys, but it looks like
Matthew Ward on for the kick.
I'm going to have to wait till I get a better angle, Chuck. I can't quite see those gold numbers for Salem. I'm trying to get a return guy for you.
Number 3, and that is Rashad Long, and number, looks like 24, I think, is the other gentleman.
Matthew Ward sticks a foot in. It's received at the goal line, and it's going to be brought out to the 10, to the 12, to the 15, 16, and Clarke Central, 3 white jerseys knock him down around the 17. Salem will go in business 1st and 10 on their own 17.
That was actually number 7 on the return. He don't have him on their roster.
So Salem Seminole will come in, and the quarterback tonight will be number 6. Lakash Lackey is what we were told earlier.
Good athlete, just all-around good ball player for Salem.
And if I remember right, Chuck, Salem's a very run-heavy offense. And it looks like they're stacking it up that way, almost like a
reverse
wishbone or something. And they do a nice little pitch sweep to the left side, but we get a couple of white jerseys on, but not after a pickup of about 5 yards on the play.
Great job that time by the defensive end, playing his responsibility, taking on the quarterback, The defensive back needs to break that block and get up in there to make the play. But good job by the defense. First time seeing that live. That's going to be hard to get the scout team to perform that during the week and get ready for that.
They ran that very well. Nice fake to start the play off, and then he just ran it outside until he had an option, and he elected to pitch, and they picked up a good 6 yards on first down. 2nd and 4 for Salem. They have a man in motion coming over to the near side, and they're going to do a quarterback keeper up the middle, but nothing much there. Clarke Central's line responded well. 35, Chica Newcomb on the tackle.
Yeah, Chica trying to strip that ball, too, after another man. Looked like Cedric Armstrong had him held up, and Chica come in to assist and really trying to swipe that ball out of there. No gain, basically, on the play, Buster.
Going to be 3rd. We'll call it 3.5. Salem's just past the 25-yard line, trying to pick up a first down and move the sticks.
Kind of a modified wing tee, really.
Just an old-fashioned wing tee wishbone type thing. You do a lot of options. They have a man in motion. They do a pitch over here to the near side, but we got 2 white jerseys that stop him around the 24 for no gain.
Jamail Israel on the tackle first, and that's going to force a punt here on 4th down, Buster.
So Salem is a quick 3 and out on their first possession, and I would guess due to the field position this would be a punting situation, but I'm not sure
they
if I
haven't brought a punter in.
Yeah.
Maybe they're going to try to get the Gladiators to jump off sides.
So 4th and 4, Salem, they're going all out tonight. And yeah, I think you're right, Chad. They gave us and they got us.
They sure did. They got what they wanted.
So just a little bit of undisciplined football there by Clarke Central, not holding on to the stance, and we moved early, and that's going to give Salem a quick first down here and keep the drive alive. I believe it was number 97, Alan Miller, that moved early.
Yeah, and that's one of your senior leaders. That's really unlike Allen. Allen's really good disciplined ball player.
1st and 10, and Salem's going to pick up a couple of short yards off left guard.
Quan Russell and Chica Newcomb in on the tackle.
Looks like number 32 on the carry for Salem, Triano Green.
Boy, Quan Russell is really starting to develop into a good defensive lineman.
They go with an I formation. They do a little short screen pass over to the left side, and that picked up some nice yardage for the Seminoles.
Once again, Quan Russell recognizing kind of a screen-type situation. He broke off the line of scrimmage, gets over there, makes a tackle. Another third and 3, looks like, Buster.
Yep, same situation, just a little bit further down the field. Salem's just past the 35. Ball's resting just shy of the 37 on 3rd and 3 here on the opening drive of the evening. We've just started. No score, 9:06 to go, first quarter. And quarterback keeper again. He's going to get the first and a couple of more right up the middle. And they're moving that line, Chuck.
Yeah, Cedric Armstrong, number 33, and number 20, Kevon Williams.
Salem quickly up to the line, and there's not much of a huddle here, is there, Chuck? They just kind of line it up and go, and they got trips over here to the right side and one man in the backfield.
They're playing that tempo offense. Makes it hard to change out your defensive players. Here comes
Clarke, the quarterback. We tried to jump the route, but we did not get it, and he may go. One man to catch him, and it's not going to happen. Touchdown, Salem. 6-0 Seminoles on a short screen pass that we tried to jump the route, but we did not get the interception, and we paid for it dearly, Chuck.
Yeah, there's no doubt that offensive line is cut blocking down low to knock down those defensive linemen, and when they do, they're hitting that quick hitter on the outside, trying to use their speed, and in that case, they broke it all the way for the touchdown.
So Salem jumps out to a 6-0 lead with 8:34 to go in the first quarter. And then to try the extra point is that number 15, Hassan Body. And the kick is blocked. Good special teams play by Clarke Central.
Well, if you notice all
and I'm sorry, that was I want to say number 35 that tried the extra point, Chuck. Let me get his name. That's not on the roster. Go ahead.
Okay. If you noticed all year, I mean, the Gladiators have been successful a lot this year on blocking extra points. So special teams, good job right there.
Well, I love the aggression by the Clarke D trying to jump that route, trying to make a big play happen. That's just one of those, you're either going to get the pick six or you're going to give up the 6, and we gave up the 6. And we'll come back and get them second time around.
Yeah, back deep for the Gladiators, of course. Number 10, Austin Johnson.
Looks like number 23 also, Desmond Sorrells.
Yeah.
We really missed Desmond last week on offense. He played a lot of defense last week, Chuck.
On the kick is number 85. He's not on the roster either, Buster.
Yeah, this is it's going to be tough. We wish to give these kids some props here, but we don't have no names. We'll just have to call them by their number. But Salem jumps out to an early 6-0 lead, and that might send a tremor or two around the state when they see that score. Let's see how it plays out. Clarke Central yet to touch the ball. 8:34 to go, first quarter action from Salem Seminole Stadium. And they put a foot in it and kick it high, and it's going to come down around the 15, to the 20, to the 25. Clarke's got a little lane. He's going to bust it outside, and that's Sorrells. He reverses field. He's to the 40, and he's still getting away from tacklers, and he gets dragged down by number 7.
And he's not in their roster there, Buster.
Another guy for Salem makes a big play. We don't have a name or a number. But number 7 makes a touchdown saving tackle. Clarke Central's going to get the ball just shy of the 40, 1st and 10 for their first possession of the night. Cameron Johnson, the quarterback. He's a senior. He has started the last 3 years for Clarke Central. And he's very much considering Duke to extend his playing days after high school. Yeah, I think Duke will pick up a good one there, Chuck.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Jaquan Daniels in the backfield tonight.
Of course, Jaquan's been coming on stronger every game, and Jaquan bounces off a tackle and he gets to the outside, and Jaquan drops the ball, but he falls back on the 45. But we're in Salem territory, 1st and 10.
Yeah, not brought down by anybody, but dropped the ball and was able to get back down on it on his own.
So I've got one ear out and one ear on.
Yeah, I'm kind of hurt here too.
But we'll go with it. 1st and 10, Clarke Central there on the Salem 45. Cameron comes up under center. We apologize if you're experiencing audio difficulties. We'll get them corrected shortly. Jaquan bounces out to the right side, and this time a Seminole grabs him, and 2 more finishes the job behind the line for a 5-yard loss.
Yeah, going to lose about 4 on the play.
Yeah. Hey, within 1 ear. It's going to be 2nd and 15. Clarke Central's going to go with an eye this time. Baylor Ward's in the backfield at fullback. We've got twin receivers over here to the left side. 2nd and 15. Salem leads 6-0. 7:10 to go, first quarter. And Cameron's going to drop back and do a little play action, but now he's going to have to get away from some pressure, and he trips up after being grabbed by number 75.
Yeah, that's
Bear Cooper. So a nice play by the Salem defense, and they're putting us in 3rd and forever now. It's 3rd and 20.
No doubt about it. You know, we talk about it every week. You got to answer in these situations. You give up a touchdown, and Gladiators coming out a little sluggish here. You got to get it going. We can make a big play right here and get a first down, though, Buster. Turn this thing around.
Cameron shotgun, 3 receivers to the left over here. We do a switcheroo on the 40 with a couple of them. We put Sorrells in motion. That may be a false start. They're going to dump it to Sorrells in the middle of the field, and he's good at making people miss, but he can't get away. He only picks up a yard. It's going to be 4th down.
By number 50.
Okay, we're dead, Chris. So it's going to be 4th down. Gladiators in a punting situation here, and Jock Germain will come in to try to flip the field.
Yeah, that was T.J. Jones on that last tackle before we lost.
Okay, Jock Germain in the punt. And he gets a high, wobbly punt. It's going to drop around the 30 and roll out of bounds around the 25-yard line.
Good roll there by the Gladiators on the punt there.
So 6-0, Salem leads. Clarke Central could not move the ball at all. They were 3 and out on their first possession. This will be Salem's second possession of the night. Now I gotta say, Chuck, Salem's playing with a little bit of fire and a little bit more bounce in their step right now than I've seen them play with in quite a while.
Hey, no doubt about it. Gladiators got to buckle down right here and get a good stop, 3 and out. We had our chances last time, jumped off sides. Hey, it's early though, Buster, no problem.
Lackey, shotgun, puts a man in motion. He's going to pitch over here to the right side, and they got a little bit of blocking set up, but he's dragged out around the 30, a pickup of maybe 3.
Ridden out of bounds by number 21 for the Gladiators. That's Rashawn McCall.
Number 28 on the carry for Salem, Robbie Cyrus. So Salem's going to be second. Actually, that gave him about 4, almost 5 yards. It's going to be second and 5. I didn't think he got that much looking at the play a while ago. But second and a short 5, Salem's moving the ball. They do a little inside trap play, but we read that nicely. And we stop it for a little to no gain. It's going to be 3rd and 5.
Yeah, Chikanuka filling the hole right there and making a good tackle.
3rd down and 5. Salem's already converted 2 third downs tonight. This will be their third down of the evening.
Very hard offense to simulate in practice. I can only imagine.
Man in motion again, and they're going to do a little end-around play here, and it's all about getting it in space, and he breaks it. And he's got nothing but green between him, 2 men to beat, and we knock him down around the 29. So for the second time tonight, Salem pulls off a big play on 3rd down.
Yeah. Rico Browner on the tackle, but not after a huge gain by the Seminoles.
And that play was by number 4 for Salem, which we do not have a name, but number 4 did a great job of busting that play outside. 1st and 10 Seminoles deep in Clarke Central territory. They're on the 28. This time they want to roll right. They look right. They throw right. We almost intercept. We do intercept.
Guess who?
That's
Rashawn McCall.
He's going to take it to the house if he can get one man down. But no, we got 2 flags. Must have been a block in the back. Wow. Boy,
I tell you what, some Gladiators laid some people out. You got 2 or 3 of them bent down trying to figure out where they're at right now.
Well, I think the good thing, if you're a Gladiator fan, it happened after the interception, so we'll probably get backed up here. But usually those type of flags, Chuck's in the area of a block in the back.
He's saying it inside the 20, it was below the waist, and I saw that one there. I mean, the kid turned around. It was unfortunate, but I thought that was a clean block. Now, the other one I did not see.
So a block below the waist called on Clarke Central. It'll be 1st and 10 wherever they decide to set the ball up. And let's see where they mark it.
The question is, why did Salem decide to throw it?
Yeah, they've been really killing us on the ground. I don't understand the play call there. And it wasn't a very good pass either. A little bit of a lob. But nevertheless, Clarke Central will start their second drive of the night on the 9-yard line. So 1st and 10 Gladiators with 4:40 to go, first quarter. Salem shocking us right now, 6-0.
We will definitely take the situation here. Let's see if we can't get the offense going, get Jaquan Daniels some carries, and get the ball moving here.
So we've got Cameron at quarterback. We've got Jaquan Daniels at the running back. Austin Johnson at one receiver spot. Desmond Sorrell's at the other. And Cameron's going to go shotgun. We're going to do a quarterback keeper that goes nowhere. He might have lost 2 yards on that play, Chuck.
Yeah, 52 Cooper in there, number 44 for the Seminoles. And we don't have him on the roster either.
Well, we are absolutely going backwards. I'm not sure, other than the Jaquan Daniels run earlier, that we've got any positive yardage much to speak about. 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Second down and let's call it 12. I formation. We give to Jaquan. He dances his way for 3 off left guard, and that's it. He might have got back to the original line of scrimmage.
Number 54 on the tackle for the Seminoles. And that's Kendall Lodge.
So it's going to be 3rd and we'll call it 9. 3rd down and 9 Clarke Central. And Chuck, if nothing else, for momentum and to keep the defense on the sideline to rest a little bit, we need to get this first down. Cameron drops back, cranks it up and throws. He's got a man complete to the 20, to the 25. We make a man miss. And we get out to the 30, 31, 32-yard line. Great job by Austin Johnson, the senior, on the reception.
Brought down by number 8 for the Seminoles. That's Mike Peck. Yeah, there's your first down, Buster. That was a good play. That time, Cameron had the time to throw the ball back there. He's been rushed a little bit tonight.
Yeah, he had plenty of time to set up and throw that thing on the line. And now he throws again to Austin Johnson, who makes a man miss. But a second man hits him after a pickup of 4. So 2nd and 6, Clarke Central. We're just shy of the 40. Ball's going to be placed on the 38.
That's Bear Cooper on the tackle.
That's his second tackle of the night. Clarke Central fans still coming in late. It was a heck of a ride coming down 138 today when you got to Monroe and Conyers. But they're getting here late, better than ever. Cameron does a fake. He throws on the run to Baylor Ward. Baylor Ward turns around and runs upfield for about 3-4 tough yards.
Brought down by number 36. And that is Robert Kimball. But that's going to be good for a Gladiator first down, Buster.
So Clarke Central boosts the chains again. Their second first down of the evening. And the ball's just inside the 45. We got inside Salem territory one time tonight. And the first drive kind of stalled. So let's see if we can get in there for the second time. We trail 6-0, 2:20 to go, first quarter action. Baylor Ward in motion to the far side. We pitch to Jaqua. He's trying to find some blocks. He cuts it up inside, and then he just takes on a man and knocks him over the first down marker around the Salem 44-yard line.
Number 7 on the tackle. We don't have his number on the roster. But that was getting Jaqua downhill. That is a true test or true statement of running downhill.
We're coming up on the 2:07 mark in the quarter. Clarke Central's got a nice drive working. They're moving the chains quickly now. 1st and 10 from the Salem 44. 2 receivers over here to the left side. Jaqua, the lone setback. We pitch it to the left side. Jaqua stiff arms a guy, but he can't get away from all of them, and he gets dragged down out of bounds. And
that was close to being a late hit right there.
Almost.
Bear Cooper and number 15 also. That's Hassan Bodie.
So that'll be a loss of 3 on the play. There was just nowhere to go for Jaqua. It's going to be second, 13.
Salem's getting good penetration on our offensive line. So.
Well, and they look a lot bigger, don't they, Chuck? Look a little bit size-wise. They're a little bit bigger than our offensive line.
I would agree with that.
Cameron under center. This time another little track play. Jaqua's got room, but he comes to a stop on the 40.
Boy, he tried to stop on a dime, and I tell you what, that's the kind you see somebody really tear up a knee. I'm glad to see him get up and walk. Brought down by number 15, Hassan Bodie on the tackle. But makes it a better third in the manageable situation for the Gladiators here, Buster.
Third and about 5.5. 1:30 to go in the first quarter. Clarke Central trails Salem 6-0. We're in Conyers, Georgia.
I think that's going to be illegal participation on the Gladiators and broke the huddle with 12.
I'll back them up 5, and now you're third and manageable, the third and about 11.
You got to give Salem a lot of credit. They've come out with a vigor here tonight and really putting it to the Gladiators. But, you know, you got to feel good at the Gladiators right now. We had a big turnover. If we can weather this storm and get some points on the board, get this thing turned around. Cameron Johnson in the shotgun. Jaqua Daniels in the backfield to his right.
Cameron, shotgun. Looking, got time, rolls right. He may have to tuck this one up. No, he throws it to a receiver, but you can just tell, Chuck, when he let go of the ball, it was going to go too high.
Anthony Smith wide open just off his fingertips, so it's going to bring up a 4th down for the Gladiators once again.
Bring up a 4th down. Let's go to the sidelines. Holly, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. We hear you loud and clear. Is it getting wet down there? Is the dew setting in?
It is setting in just a little bit slippery. You can see it, but I think it's just Gladiators trying to get in a rhythm and haven't quite been able to get that going. Salem is, trying to win a game tonight,
the one thing that Salem's really doing, Chuck, they're playing physical.
No doubt about it. Robbie Sivers back deep for the Seminoles. And Jock Jermaine on for the punt.
Second punt of the night for Jermaine. He gets a nice one off and aims for the corner, but it's going to go out of bounds prematurely, probably around the, oh, they got a good spot there.
No, I think we're going to get it about 17 maybe.
Yeah, he stopped at the 10. Now, he stopped at the 16. I think we still got a good spot on that.
We'll take that.
Yes, sir.
No doubt about it.
So it'll be 1st and 10, Salem for the 3rd time tonight. They lead 6-0. They were on their way to making it 12-0, but we picked it off a Lackey pass.
Buster got some early scores. Northside, Warner Robins over Houston County 14-0, and Warner Robins 7, Jones County 0. That's some Houston County and Warner.
Yeah, a lot of wars going on in that county this weekend. You're right.
And Jones County right next door.
Lackey, shotgun. He's got a receiver in motion. A little high snap, and it gave our defenders time to react, and we stopped him for no gain. So the high snap may have messed with Lackey enough to where he had to tuck it up and run on that play. It's going to be 2nd and 10 Salem.
97 Alan Miller on the tackle. You got about 55 seconds left in the quarter here, Buster.
The first quarter has absolutely flown by. And Salem may be just taking their time here and maybe going to try to run one more play before the quarter ends. They get in that bunch formation again where you don't really know if it's a wishbone, a wing T, or a broken eye, but it's something with a bunch of people behind the center. Lackey. And he has an option to pitch or keep it. He's going to keep it. He picks up some nice yardage, and he cuts across the field, and he's got a blocker. And that's all Lackey, all the way down to the Clarke Central 39-yard line.
Run down by number 21, Rashawn McCall. They're really hurting the Gladiators with that offensive scheme that they're running, Buster.
I'll tell you what, that's some shades of Taj Boyd there.
Yeah.
Looking pretty good on this quarterback keeping stuff they're doing. Quarter's probably going to come to an end right there. We're coming up on 10 seconds. Let's see what Salem does. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And they got the play off. And they're just going to get a little dive off right guard that goes nowhere. So your first quarter's going to end right there. Salem 6, Clarke Central nothing. Holly, you look like you got somebody standing beside you down there.
Yes, I am here with the president of the Touchdown Club, who's also our Clarke Central photographer. So we're fortunate to get a lot of good shots here by Andy Thomas. And Andy, where can we get these shots online?
You can go to cchgladiatorfootball.com and look in the photo gallery, and you can get them there and post them to your Facebook page or order them and have them printed.
So Gladiator fans, there's a way to get pictures of your favorite players.
Well, again, we want to extend our appreciation. We're doing a simulcast tonight with Rockdale Careers Academy. They are handling a lot of the equipment and the technical stuff, the good signal you're getting on the hardline internet service they got up here at the press box. The Rockdale Careers Academy crew consists of Tiara Woods, Malcolm Wimpy, Rebecca Howington, and, of course, Mr. Dinsmore and Mr. White, who lead up that great crew in Rockdale County, Conyers, Georgia. If you ain't seen some of their stuff, go to the Play On Sports Network. You'll enjoy watching Rockdale, Salem, and Heritage games provided by the Rockdale Careers Academy. Here we're 6-0. We're fixing to start the second quarter. It's been a slugfest so far, and all I can tell you is that Salem came to play tonight, and they have been very physical on both sides of the ball.
Another early score, Ware County 7, Glen Academy nothing.
And they do a little inside trap play that picks up 2 yards before we stack it up and drive him backwards.
Met by a host of Gladiators right there. Kayvon Williams, Alan Miller, Cavani Bug, Cedric Armstrong.
That's going to bring up a very quick 3rd down for Salem after the big play by the quarterback Lackey. It's going to be 3rd and 7. Ball is sitting around the 38-yard line of Clarke Central. 11:30 to go, second quarter. 6-0, Salem leads. Lackey drops back. He wants to throw. We're getting pressure on him. He dumps it off to a safety valve, but it's complete. And we got to make a tackle in space. We chase him out of bounds around the 32. It's going to be short of a first.
It's going to be 4th down. Yeah, Rashawn McCall and Kayvon Williams over there.
But you got to think this is 4-down territory for the Noles.
No doubt about it.
And, I mean, they've got momentum going. They've got the first score. They're shutting out Clarke Central, and I would expect to probably see some type of running play. That's been their bread and butter tonight.
Well, I don't see the ball getting out of LaCash's hands. How about that?
Yeah, I think you can look for a quarterback keeper. It's just whether he's going to tuck it up inside or go outside. They put a man in motion. They switch it back over here to the left. It's a quarterback keeper, and he runs to the 30, to the 29, 28. We had a chance to hit him behind the 30, but we let go of him.
That's going to be good for a first down, Buster.
Salem picks up a quick first down. We did a little bit of arm tackling on that play, and that's not going to bring down Lackey. He's too big and too strong. You can just tell by the way he runs.
Chica Newcomb and Kevon Williams over there to knock him out of bounds.
So it's 1st and 10 Salem. They're on the 26, and they are seriously knocking on the door again. And they have demonstrated tonight that they can bust some big plays, especially around the outside corners. They've got a spread formation here and a man in motion. Lackey's looking to the left, and he's throwing a corner position. We interfered. We knocked him out of bounds where he had a chance to catch it. And that's going to be a quick 15 yards. Is that the rule this year, Chuck? 15 on the pass interference?
I think that's going to be a 10-yard penalty, and the bad thing is that the ball was uncatchable, but I don't think that's a call in high school football.
So, again, just some undisciplined play by Clarke Central's defense, and it's really coming at inopportune times. It's given Salem great field position and extra chances each time that we've made a miscue on defense. And they're going to march the ball down to the Clarke Central 12.
It's going to be a first down.
It's going to be a first down. So they're going to get 4 cracks from the 12-yard line to make this a 12-0 ball game. 10:54 to go, 6-0. And now the Tremors that you heard earlier in the state might be turning more into a little bit of thunder with this drive by Salem down here inside the 15. They stay shotgun. They've got 3 receivers to the right side, 1 running back. We look like we're going to blitz. And they do a little inside trap play. There's a fumble. There's a beanbag out. Let's see who got it.
Paul Eckhart, number 48, he really came in there and put a lick on, but it looks like Salem did recover.
So Salem picks up a few yards on the miscarry. And it's going to be 2nd and 8. Ball is sitting just outside the 10 by a football length.
Critical series right here, Buster.
And Salem again spreads it out. 3 receivers to the right, 1 over here to the left, 1 running back. Lackey looks for instructions from the sideline. Clarke Central with just a 3-man front. They're playing back, anticipating pass.
Yeah, they spread it out so much
that you create running lanes.
Yeah, no doubt.
And this time they're going to reverse field. We had a man hit the quarterback, but after he pitched it. And this time they're going to sweep it outside. Watch out, Holly, as they go out of bounds. Holly, was you in on that play?
I tried to put a little momentum there for the Gladiators on defense and maybe helped them out just a little bit.
So it's going to be 3rd and 5. Salem just inside the 10. Let's call it the 9.5, maybe the 8.5-yard line.
I would say this is a big 3rd down, but you know they're going for it on 4th.
Oh, they're 4 down territory the whole way. Shotgun.
Oh,
he drops the ball, and he has to pick it up, and it's nothing doing on that play for Salem as they had to recover the fumble and just pick up what they could. It's going to make it 4th, and let's call it 7. They're going to try a field goal, Chuck.
Cavante Bugg and Alan Miller in there to clean up on the tackle, and yeah, number 85 coming in on for the kick. We don't have his number, do we?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. We had coaches calling all week, and our good friends at Rockdale Careers Academy got what they had to us, and it was a chore to try to get an accurate roster from Salem all week. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. We'll start making up some names with some numbers here before too long. The snap is good. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 9-0. Salem leads with 9:08 to go in the first half.
Well, Buster, it's time to get the offense turned on here. Salem's come out and really done what they've wanted to do and put a little hurting on our offense here tonight.
And other than the Marist game, Chuck, this is the first time I think the Gladiators, these young Gladiators, have experienced some adversity. That they're going to have to fight through this and realize they're in a war now. They are absolutely in a war. And Chuck, I can't recall the last time that a Gladiator team might have got shut out in a half.
It's been a while.
So Gladiators need to step it up now. Salem's 9-0, and with every possession, you can just see the confidence growing with the Seminole team.
Austin Johnson and Sorrell's back deep for the Gladiators. Of course, not respecting the leg of the Seminole kicker.
I'll tell you what, he didn't look too bad on that field goal.
No, I agree. That was a different kicker, though. That was 85, and it looks like this is 87 out here kicking now.
Buster?
Hey, Holly.
Yes, just want to interject there. Just the linesman here just said that was the first time in 3 years that Salem had gone for a field goal.
Wow. Jaquan Daniels on the reception for Clarke Central, and he gets ridden by Salem Seminole down to the 39-yard line. Clarke Central will be 1st and 10 on their own 39. 8:57 to go. We trail by 2 scores.
Good field position. Let's do something with it right here, Buster.
It's time to step up and start smashing some folks in the mouth if you're Clarke Central. You got to move this ball. You got to put one in the end zone, let them know you're here. Right now, Clarke Central's just been a little bit in a daze, is the best way to describe it. Just a little bit nonchalant, to say the least. But not taking nothing from Salem. They have been very physical.
They've played very well so far.
1st and 10, Cameron shotgun. He rolls left. He's looking downfield. And he stayed in the pocket, and oh, we almost had a tip drill reception there, incomplete. And it's going to be second and 10, and now there's a referee conference going on. Cameron got hit a little bit late, but I don't think it was late enough to justify a flag. Let's see.
Well, they're talking. I don't see any flags, though, on the ground. But
There's one out there on the 45, and they're going to say illegal receiver or illegal touching. What's touching to the hat?
Illegal man downfield.
Wow. So again, we shoot ourselves in the foot. We just can't seem to not do the little things right tonight. We're just doing a lot of silly penalties, and it's costing us.
They've declined that penalty, so it's going to bring up 2nd down. And I find that one hard to believe because he rolled out and was rolling back. That offensive line was kind of peeling back with him.
Yeah, you wonder who the guy would have been downfield that was illegal. It has to be a lineman. Shotgun Cameron, and he looks over here to the right side, and that's complete. And I believe that might be Marcus Campbell on the reception, number 13 for the Gladiators.
Brought down by Cam Johnson, number 8 for Salem.
And I remember him from last year. He had a good game against Clarke Central, the other Cameron Johnson. So now you're 3rd, and we'll call it a long 7, a short 8.
Seems like we've been in the 3rd and long all night long.
Cameron quickly to the line, calling out a play. 2 receivers far side, one over here to the near side. We got Jaquan on his left hip.
Here comes the blitz.
And we're going to roll left. And we throw, and it's incomplete. Pass was a little bit low, but there's a late flag.
Yep.
That extra push after he went out of bounds by Cameron Johnson on Salem.
Yep, Salem.
And Clarke finally catches a break. Holly, what did you see?
I saw just what you said. We had number 23, our receiver, coming out of bounds, and the defensive back there for Salem just gave him a little extra push.
So that's going to give Clarke a quick 1st down. That should be at least a personal foul, I would think.
We need to take advantage of this.
Yeah, personal foul. And that'll be from the spot of the ball. And that'll put us in Salem territory, and it should put us somewhere between the 30 and the 35. Let's see.
Maybe that's a little bit of oomph that the Glads needed to get this thing turned around here a little bit.
The referees are going to spot the ball on the 42. So with 7:54 to go in the 2nd quarter, Clarke Central trailing 9-0, but we've got an opportunity here to put some points on the board. Cameron, man in motion, and he's going to flip it. And this guy's got some nice room here. And I'm trying to get that on the carry. That was number 8 for Clarke Central. That's Leroy Leggett, a senior. First time he's touched the ball this year, Chuck.
Brought down by Bear Cooper, number 52. Excuse me, that's not.
And I'll tell you what, that was,
Jones, 52.
that was a nice gain, 9 yards by Leggett. So it's going to be second and a short one. We're in the I. Baylor, the fullback. Jaquan, the tailback. And we give it to Baylor, and I love seeing Baylor run with that ball. Both arms on that ball, and he slings people off of him every time.
Big first down right there for the Gladiators. Brought down by number 54 in there. That is Kentro Lodge.
So very quick first down for Clarke Central, and we're now on the Salem 29-yard line. First and 10, 7:08 to go first half. Salem leads it by 2 scores, 9-0. Clarke's going to roll with a little quarterback keeper, and that picks up maybe 4. 3-4 tough yards for Cameron Johnson off left side. We'll call it second and 7.
36, Robert Kimbrell on the tap. Kimball. And we're just about in Baylor Ward field goal range, but let's get 7 right here, Buster.
Yeah, man, we really need to make a statement here. Clarke Central trailing 9-0. It has not been pretty if you're a Gladiator fan. Cameron under center, drops back, throws down the middle for a home run. Austin Johnson in and out of his hands. Almost had a score there, Chuck.
Oh, that was a good throw that time by Cameron. Austin kind of broke off his route, and if he would have stayed on the post, I think it would have been a touchdown walk-in, not even getting touched. He would have hit him right in stride.
Cameron had a lot of mustard on that pass. That was a very strong pass from Cameron that went over his head. It's going to make it 3rd and 7.
Another 3rd and long for the Glads. Austin had his man beat. He just kind of broke his route a little bit.
6:21 to go in the half. Clarke trailing by 2 scores, 9-0. We're in a shotgun. 2 receivers to the near side. We look right. We're getting pressured. Cameron's having to run for his life, and he gets away, and he finds a man around the 20.
Austin Johnson for
and he's
first
going to
down.
be dragged down around the 16. Austin Johnson, you called it, Chuck. I tell you, that was all Cameron there fighting for his life back there in the backfield.
Right down by number 16 for the Seminoles. That's Eli Daniels, and number 53 was down there, and I don't have him on the roster.
So with 6 minutes to go in the half, Clarke Central with their first serious scoring threat of the night. We're inside the 15.
Another 3rd and long.
I got 1st and 10.
I meant that last play to convert.
So that's going to be a nice 3-4 yard pickup by Jaquan, it looks like, over there off left tackle.
75, that's big old Bear Cooper. He's a big man right there.
3-yard pickup for Jaquan. It's going to be 2nd and 7.
But see, now you see the Gladiators running the ball, pounding it a little bit, and making them chase down Cameron on defense. They're huffing and puffing.
Right, they're calling for
time.
time. You're right, Chuck, right on. Holly, what you got?
I want to second what you said, Buster, about number 75. He's a big guy on that line, and he's kind of messing some things up. But it's nice to see them back on their heels just a little bit, with the Gladiators a little bit of a pop with this run that they've had these past couple of plays.
Well, you can see the extra step in the Gladiators coming up to the line of scrimmage now. But Holly, from up here, Salem's defense just looks way bigger, I don't know, just more physical than our Clarke Central offensive line. Do they not?
They're really thick.
Right.
And so our guys are pretty lean. So I think the thickness of the Salem defense is, kind of giving them just something a little bit different to handle.
Yeah.
Hey, some scores around the state, Buster. I've got Ware County Gators 14, Glen Academy 0. Northside, Warner Robins 21, Houston County 0. Warner Robins 7, Jones County 8. That would be a huge upset right there.
Jones County really thought they had a chance at Warner Robins tonight also. They were really talking some smack all week long in the local newspapers down there.
And I got Carrollton up 14-0 over, let's see who they're playing here tonight.
Carrollton Trojans, probably the best intros in the land on Play on Sports.
They're playing Fayette County.
Cameron's going to give to Jaquan up the middle, and Jaquan drags 2-3 maroon jerseys, down to the 5, and he spins out of 1 tackle to the 4. So he's going to be very, very close to a first down.
That was number 52, T.J. Jones on the tackle, and Buster, like we were talking earlier, keep pounding the ball with Jaquan. Run your pass plays. you're wearing out this defense. 75, the big man, he's coming off the field. He's
gassed.
huffing.
Yeah, he's gassed. Third and a very short one for Clarke Central. We're in the eye. And Cameron wants some advice from the sidelines.
And you know Coach Self is going to make the adjustments at halftime to tighten up the defense.
And Jaquan finds a way off right tackle, and he drives his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gladiators. And there's the signal. It's 9-6.
And he carried 3 men with Seminole colors over that goal line.
Well, and you know, a lot of people back in the day, Chuck, did you ever hear that old saying, if you got a shotgun, shoot it?
That's it.
And I mean, Jaquan's our shotgun, and I'm glad we started shooting him here in the second quarter. 9-6. We're trying to pull within 2 points. Matthew Ward in for the extra point attempt. 4:36 to go, first half. It's been all Salem up to this point. Clarke has clawed their way back into this game, and they have given their defense a much-needed rest.
Just a good answer right there. That was a good long drive.
Matthew Ward, it's up, it's over, it's good. So it's 9-7. Salem leads Clarke Central by 2 with 4:36 to go in the half. Holly.
Yes, Buster, it sure was nice to take some time off the clock and getting into near to halftime to put some points on the board. One thing I want to I'm not sure if you can tell from the press box, Salem is dragging already. I don't think they're in as good a condition as we are. I don't know if you can see that, but they're kind of, bending over a little, breathing heavy. So hopefully that's a good sign for us.
Yeah, we were just talking about that, Holly. That's we got to keep running the big man, Jaquan Daniels, wear him down a little bit, make him hard, and then let him chase around after Cameron a little bit back there. It's going to wear him out.
Well, I guarantee you that scoreboard is still shocking the state right now at 9-7. A lot of people, a lot of the quote-unquote experts had Clarke Central figured to be a 3-4 score favorite coming into this game. Clarke Central had actually broken the Max Preps ranking into the top 10 this week.
Robbie Cyrus back for Seminoles and number 7. We don't have his number.
Matthew kicks it over to the right side. It's fielded around the 8. And the Seminole ball carrier is going to get out to the 20, to the 21. Alabama's at 22, but there is a flag, maybe a block in the back here. Let's see.
Knocked out of bounds by number 7, Drico Browner for the Gladiators. And I think you are going to have a hold on the call.
And it's good to see, Chuck, some of the stuff we were shooting ourselves in the foot with. Now Salem's starting to get a little sloppy. And it could be due to what Holly said. They're starting to play a little tired. So it is a holding call on the Seminole player.
Well, they don't have the depth on their sidelines that the Gladiators do. And, you got a lot of guys that are playing both ways. You got a lot of guys that are playing, especially on that long drive the Gladiators just put together.
Yeah, they've probably dressed out less than 50, Chuck. I see maybe 45 jerseys out there for Salem.
Love to see the Gladiators get a good 3 and out here, get good field position, put another score on the board before halftime.
4:28 to go in the half. They do a little in-the-round play, and we read that nicely. He's not got much room, and he gets barely across the line of scrimmage for a pickup of 1 yard.
Good job that time by Paul Eckhart, stretching out the play, stopped the the offensive back, made him turn around, and Paul was able to chase him down, make the tackle. Only a gain of a half a yard.
Looked like that was number 22 on the carry, Aaron Hayward for Salem. It's going to be 2nd and 9. Lackey sets, throws, but we hit him away and fumble the ball.
Gladiators
and we got 2-3 Gladiators jumping on the ball saying they've got it.
It's Gladiator football.
Holly, what did you see on that play?
It was beautiful, Buster. We had a reception, and then it just popped out of his hand. Paul Eckert just fell right on it and recovered that fumble, and that's a huge boost for the Gladiators.
Big momentum swing here, Chuck. We've
Holly,
got the ball.
was that Paul Eckhart or was that Cavante Bug on the recovery?
Number 48.
Okay, who made the hit?
Who made the hit?
That was what jarred it loose.
Yeah, I think it was Rashawn McCall on the hit.
Yeah, number 21, Rashad McCall, sophomore. He's playing some great football so far this year.
3:51 to go, and the Glads have a chance to go up now. We've been trailing the entire game. Cameron, Jaquan, up the middle, spins and dives for maybe 5 yards.
Just keep running the big man and wear him out. Number 7 in there on the tackle. Of course, we do not have his name.
Well, after, I don't know, 4 games now, Chuck, that Jaquan's done the bulk of the carrying, he's just one of those backs that it just looks like he has nowhere to go, looks like he's not going to get anything, and then he just falls for 3, 4, 5 yards.
He is just a hoss to bring down. There's no doubt about that, Buster.
6'2", 212, Jaquan Daniels, sophomore. You're going to hear a lot about him in the future. Here's Jaquan again, but this time not much doing, didn't get much blocking, and he's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 6 for the Glads. Inside the 20, we're just outside the 10. We'll call it the 11-yard line.
Yeah, Robert Kimball, number 36 and number 44, and we don't have his name on the roster either in there on the tackle.
Well, and I know we're in field goal range here, Chuck, and it'll be a big momentum swing either way, but you sure would like to see 7 here, wouldn't you?
No doubt. Let's see what Coach Cavan and Coach Self have up their sleeves here.
Cameron under center, 2 receivers to the near side. Jaquan, the lone setback. And Cameron wants to throw across the middle, in and out of the hands. And I'm trying to get a number. Was
88.
That 88, Anthony Smith.
And I think that pass was really intended for Austin Johnson. And we had too many receivers right there in the area, so it's going to bring out the field goal team. Matthew Ward coming on for the kick.
I tell you what, Big Anthony got a paw on it, though.
Oh,
he
there's
almost
no
pulled
doubt
it
he
in.
almost pulled it in. You're right.
So we're going to be 4th and 5 on the 11-yard line, and we're going to try Matthew Ward field goal, and we're going to call it about a 28-yarder. So a 28-yard field goal attempt for Matthew Ward. And they jump all sides, and they'll give us 5, and that's going to maybe change the play call now. You're going to be about 4th and 1.
5 yards, depending on if that's 5.5, 5
No, it's more than 5, I believe.
It looks more than 5, but we're fixing to find out.
So let's see if Coach Self has a little riverboat gambler in him. Let's see what he decides to do here.
At this point in time, you know, you got the big body of Cameron Johnson, quarterback sneak.
Yeah,
they're going to measure, Buster.
If that thing's less than a yard, I think I call time. Holly, what are you saying? How close are we?
We are inches, and they are putting it here, looking right here where the.
I mean, it looks like we're standing on the same marker over there with the chains.
It's just inches.
Well, Holly, from my view, I can't tell, but is the ball just touching the line or is it over the line?
It is over the line about an inch, and so they're going to measure now and can tell you.
Boy, this is a big measure.
That's first down, Buster.
It is first down, if anything. It's got to be. It's right there.
First down, Gladiators.
How about that? Whoa, that's a big one.
Yes.
Good job.
Hey,
Good
turnabout
job.
is fair play, right? We gave them one, they gave us one.
Well, now you're seriously in business, and you've got 2:32 to work from the 5-yard line.
Give it to the big man, number 4. Let him chomp it out.
The clock is rolling, so we got to get up to the line. Let's go, guys.
Good
Cameron.
call down there, Holly.
Cameron under center. We got Jaquan, Baylor Ward in the backfield. We've got our big guys in on this series. And now we might get a delay of game. Salem calls timeout.
Timeout. They're on their heels, Buster. They are.
Yeah,
on
they're
their heels.
gassed. They're gassed. Holly, do you see any more Salem players getting tired?
Oh, yeah, they're definitely tired. And walking, you can see them just walking over to the coach. They're dragged. It's like they're back on their heels. Also found out and was able to identify that was Drico Browner on the hit there that made the turnover happen earlier.
Gotcha.
That was a big hit. I know Drico's been very instrumental in our backfield this year.
Drico's been playing great ball. Him and Rashawn McCall have been 2 bright spots in a Clarke Central secondary this year. And Chuck, going back to the numbers here, there's nothing wrong with this Salem Seminole football team. They are physical. They play good. They bust big plays. But, the numbers will catch up with you when you start getting tired.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt, Buster. I mean, you take the big man, 75, 72 out there, number 70. You start getting huffing and puffing and chasing that quarterback back there and where he got away a couple times. It makes it tough on those guys, especially to get back down on a short play or short line of scrimmage like we're in now and you're busting that big fullback or tailback up at him every time, makes it hard.
First down, Gladiators. We pitched to Jaquan, and he was acting like he was going to pass. He faked me out. Cameron kept it. And he's knocked out of bounds around the 3. I thought Jaquan had it, was going to throw a pass the whole play.
No, Cameron kept it, and driven out of bounds by number 8 over there for the Seminoles. That's Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson tackles Cameron Johnson.
So we're knocked out of bounds, but the clock continues to roll. 1:46 to go, 1:45.
There we go.
And now Jaquan, that's easy. That was just too easy. Touchdown.
He hit the corner there, and he kicked another speed right there, and baby, he was in there before anybody touched him.
And let me say this, that's a gear we have rarely seen this year.
Yeah, we have not had the opportunity to see that gear, that's for sure.
Matthew Ward comes in to try to make it a 14-9 contest with 1:40 to go in the first half, and now you can feel all the scoreboards around the state of Georgia settling down a little bit as things start to get back a little bit normal if you're a Clarke Central fan. 13-9. Extra point is up. Extra point is good.
No, it's no good.
No good.
It's
Wow.
Off the post on the left side.
You know, I have never learned not to do that yet. And I've been doing this 3 years. Wait till the referee shows a signal. I jinx it every time.
All right, Buster, you've been jinxing things all the way over here.
Man, I'm telling you, I can't pick a eating place for nothing.
Hey, some early scores here around the state. Creekview 7, Sequoia 7, second quarter. Rome 15, Paulding County 8. South Paulding 7, North Paulding 7. Hiram 13, Lithia Springs 0. Allatoona 21, North New Manchester 14. Creekside 7, Stars Mill nothing. Mundy's Mill 28, Mount Zion, Jonesboro nothing. Lakeside Evans 7, Grovetown nothing. Evans 7, Greenbrier 0. And Ware County 14-0 still over Glenn. And Northside Warner Robins 28, Houston County 0. And of course that Warner Robins, Jones County still at 8-7, Jones County up.
Again, we will remind everybody we are doing a simulcast with Rockdale Careers Academy tonight. Clarke Central GITV and Rockdale Careers Academy teaming up to bring you this broadcast. Matthew Ward puts it in the end zone, and it'll be 1st and 10 Salem on the 20 with 1:40 to go in the half. Chris Crumpton, our engineer from Clarke Central GITV. Holly Ward, our sideline reporter. Chuck Webman, my tag team partner. I'm Buster Crumpton, and we're joined with the Rockdale Careers Academy crew of Tierra Woods, Malcolm Wimpy, Rebecca Howington, and then, of course, Mr. Desmore and Mr. White, who do all the lovely action for these students at Rockdale County High Schools. They bring you all the Heritage, Salem, and Rockdale County High School games via football, baseball, softball, basketball. They cover it all, and they do a wonderful job, and we're just more than happy to be teamed up with them tonight here in Conyers, Georgia. 13-9. Lackey drops back, throws, and he's got a man wide open over his head around the 35. He had a man wide open.
He did, but Jamal Israel was there, and Rashawn was also there, McCall. But you know, playing a little defense right there, prevent right there in that case.
So that's going to make it 2nd and 10. Only 5 seconds goes off the clock on the pass play. 1:35 to go in the half. 2nd and 10 Salem. 13-9. Clarke leads by 4. Go ahead.
Love to hold them here and get the ball back. Bad punt or get a little bit of run back and maybe get another field goal here.
Shotgun again, Lackey with 2 receivers on both sides. We fake a blitz. Lackey drops back quickly.
Screen pass.
And they got a nice screen play, but it looks like Kayvon Williams read it nicely and stops it for a short gain of about 1, maybe 2 yards.
Boy, that was a great play by Kayvon. He came up from his safety spot and was really covering some ground to make that tackle.
So the clock continues to run. 1:15, 1:14 to go in the half. 3rd down, let's call it 8 for the Seminoles. Very slow getting up to the line. They're taking their time, and their strategy here, they may just not want Clarke Central to get the ball back. 1 minute now. We're down to 59, 58, 57 seconds. Man in motion. And they run a little pitch play. A quarterback keeper up the middle, and look at Lackey go. I tell you what, this quarterback can make some people miss, and he can move that ball.
He gets out of bounds, stop the clock with 47 seconds to go, Buster.
So Clarke Central with a big opportunity to give him a 3 and out, but Lackey he just does what he has done all night, and that's take off with that football. He picked up a good 25 yards on the play. 46 seconds and counting. The clock is moving. Salem trying to get a play in, but they're slow doing it. And everybody's pointing to the clock, but nobody's doing anything, and now the referees are going to come out and stop the clock with 38 seconds to go.
He ran out of bounds at 47 seconds, so they lost about 9 seconds there.
But I tell you what, earlier Cameron ran out of bounds and the clock continued to run, so it just may be a clock operator problem here on the out-of-bounds play.
And well, you can't blame blame the locals for that or anybody from Seminole High School because they have an official in every press box in every high school.
And they're saying reset the clock. It looks like 55 seconds, maybe.
47.
50.
Yeah, they're giving him 3.
So 50 seconds to go in the half. Salem gets out of bounds, stops the clock. Don't know why yet they didn't stop it for Clarke Central a while ago, but we'll go with it. 13-9.
Well, at that point, we didn't want him to stop it.
Yeah. Lackey drops back. He's got a man open over his head. Incomplete.
Good 3-man rush that time. Browner's got to be careful right there not to.
Yeah, Lackey was looking for number 13, Keelan Wright, and he overthrew him by about, 2 or 3 foot over his head.
Hitting the defensive receiver right there after the play.
That'll stop the clock with 39.8 seconds.
You know, and right now, this time of night, with the dew coming in, the ball boys are very important. The ball's getting slick, too, so.
Yeah, by the time they come out for the third quarter, this field's going to be real slick. You can just see it. And it's because it's a well-manicured field. It's like a golf green out there.
Yep.
Shotgun, Lackey drops back. He throws over here to the near side, and it went through the hands of 2 Salem receivers, incomplete. Nice coverage on the play by Nathan Fulton, number 25.
25, Nathan Fulton, a good hit right there, knocked the ball, jarred it loose. Lackey coming over the sidelines for a little bit of advice here, and of course we want to bring up our GITV corporate sponsors, the Varsity, Georgia United Credit Union, Restore, Athens Regional, St. Mary's, Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, Athens Chevrolet, Papa John's Pizza, BB&T, Athens Transit, the Bus, Jason's Deli, and Athens Ford.
Without them sponsors, this cannot happen. Go support them and root them on as like you root the Gladiators.
Another good rush by the Gladiator defense. We might intercept this one, Buster.
We do. We come down with a white jersey, grabbed it around the 20. Let me see if I can get a number.
I got you.
Is that Jamel Israel?
Looks like Jamel Israel. Sure was, number 5.
So the senior Israel puts a stop to the Salem threat here, and Clarke may be just content to down this ball, and let's go in halftime and talk about it.
26.4 seconds. Hey, let's take a shot downfield, Buster.
Holly, what's the chatter on the sidelines?
Oh, it's quite different than it was in the first quarter. A lot of step in their energy, moving. The atmosphere is different. The Gladiators are, I think, ready to put another score.
Well, you know, Holly, we were talking. You couldn't have come out any more sluggish than we did. We just had to weather that storm.
Just that pacing, I think, was so critical. Oh,
look at Jaqua. If he can get around the end, he may go.
Get out of bounds.
And he does around the 45, 47-yard line.
Boy, they ran about 2 more seconds off the clock right there. Let's put it 19 up there, guys.
Yeah, the clock operator is a little bit suspect here. It's what we call a moving clock.
He's supposed to be watching the officials, not the
play.
Not the play. And the Gladiators take a time out here, Buster. Let's see what we can come up with.
17-0 our score. Region 8 5A game between Clarke Central and Cedar Shows. And real quickly, I'd like to remind our viewers who tune us in on GITV every week that next week, and you'll be able to pick up this game on Rockdale Careers Academy too, Heritage comes to town October 11th at Billy Henderson Stadium. The last couple of times that Clarke and Heritage have gotten together, it's been decided by 1 score or less, and Heritage has won both of those games. Last year, Heritage won by a field goal, 23-20 in overtime.
Hey, I got Lassiter and Walton tied at 7 apiece over in Cobb County, and boy, Carrollton is up 35-7 over Fayette County.
A lot of big scores, a big Friday night in high school football here in the great state of Georgia. Rockdale Careers Academy and Clarke Central GITV bringing you the action live from Conyers, Georgia here at Salem Seminole Stadium.
I got Bainbridge 3 over Thomas County Central 0. I got a Winder Barrow 7, Heritage Conyers. First quarter score 7-3.
Who's leading that?
Winder Barrow.
Winder Barrow leading Heritage 7-3.
I got Gainesville 21, Cedar Shoals 0.
The Deshaun Watson Express continues, and we do a little screen pass to Anthony Smith.
Got to get out of bounds.
Smith is running hard, and he lowers that head. He drops the ball.
He fumbled it.
And let's see who they give it to. And it's going to be Salem's ball. And, man, the young man was just trying to make a play, Chuck, trying to make something happen.
Hey, I got Flowery Branch second quarter score 35-0 over Appalachia.
So Pops with a big reception and was trying to finish strong and just laid the ball down, and Salem gets it back with 5.3 seconds. And let's see if they go for a home run or if they just down it.
Number 72 and 52 for Salem. I'm telling you, their defensive line is really
gas.
They are gas.
And I mean, there ain't no better word to use than that. We're not trying to be harsh.
And there's some hitting going on too. I'm telling you, you got some guys walking around. Here he's going for the bomb.
Lackey's just trying to run around and buy some time and create something.
That's the ball. That's the half.
And now he throws a ball across the middle, and we almost had a Gladiator intercepted, but it's complete. And Salem's going to drive down around to the 25, 24-yard line. The half's going to come to an end right there. Give Lackey some credit on that play.
Hey, the kid's an athlete. There's no doubt about it.
Halftime score, Clarke Central 13, Salem 9. And these two teams, after a very brutal physical first half, are going to go in and get some water and some hydration. We're going to take a timeout here. We're going to get some hydration ourselves. This is the Rockdale Careers Academy, Clarke Central GITV Broadcast Team Network. We're going to take a short break.
And the director of band is Dr. Robert Mullen. Yeah. Weird. If they even feel they don't look back. No hesitation. Like this is now I know my cousin had first experience.
Now entering the field, the Salem High School Pride of the Star marching band.
The memories of days gone by. There as the sun, when night has turned to day.
With gladness to this dear brighten paths, I manage to be on our way today, as in the ages draws insight.
Our youthful
And with
hearts
thoughts that fill our hearts with
long may you
gladness,
live,
brighten
just as
paths and banish fears away.
Oh, Salem High, our youthful hearts are yearning. Long may you live for justice, truth, and light.
The major, Anthony Jackson, is the band ready. You may now take the field.
You can take it. Go with some scores.
Tell me when.
I think you're on.
All right, welcome back to Salem High School here in Conyers, Georgia. You're watching the game between Salem High School Seminoles and the Clarke Central High School Gladiators. Gladiators have the lead, 13-9. Here at halftime, both bands just leaving the field. Great entertainment here by both bands from both schools. Of course, we'd like to welcome you back here to GITV. I'm with Buster Crumpton, and I'm Chuck Wegman bringing you the game here tonight. And we'd like to thank our corporate sponsors, of course, Restore, Habitat, Thrift Store, Athens Ford, Georgia Credit Union, Jason's Deli, The Bus, Athens Transit, The Varsity, Cane's, Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, St. Mary's Healthcare System, Athens Regional Health Services, BB&T, Papa John's Pizza, and Athens Chevrolet, Find New Roads. And, of course, we're going to bring you some scores here around the state.
The Bulldog Signs scoreboard, Chuck.
Of course, excuse me, Buster, the Bulldog Signs scoreboard.
Got a good ring to it, doesn't it?
That does. And
Yeah.
the first I'm going to give you a score from over in Atlanta at
Turner Field.
and the Braves are up 4-1. The bases are loaded again in the top of the seventh with 2 outs. And Freddie Freeman is at the plate. So
Sounds like an opportunity to get some more runs today.
no doubt about it. Some other scores from around the state. These are all 5A schools. Bradwell Institute 14, Jenkins 7, Bainbridge 10, Thomas County Central 0. That's a second quarter score.
Hey, that's a huge upset brewing there in Bainbridge.
No doubt about it, because TCC, I think, is ranked in the top 5.
Yes, sir.
Gainesville 30, Cedar Shoals 0. That's a halftime score. Flowery Branch 35, Appalachie 0. Whitewater 7, Northgate 6. That's halftime. Kell 23, Riverwood 7. Of course, our score here, Clarke Central 19, Salem 9, halftime. Forsyth Central 7, North Springs 0. Creekview 17, Sequoia 14, Rome 15, Paulding County 8, South Paulding 21, North Paulding 14, Hiram 13, Lithia Springs 0, Alatoona 21, New Manchester 14, Creekside 21, Stars Mill 3, and Mundy's Mill is 35 over Mount Zion, Jonesboro 0, Lakeside Evans 35, Grovetown 0, and Evans 10-0 over Greenbrier. Nothing on the Richmond Hill score yet. Got Ware County 14, Glen Academy 7. That's a tough ball game down there. And Northside Warner Robins just keeps on rolling, 35-0 over their crosstown rival, Houston County. Warner Robins 7 and Jones County 8. That has been hanging on here lately, so I don't know if that score has been updated or not, Buster. So that's some of the scores from around the state.
Well, a lot of them you called out, Chuck, were one-score games. The Bainbridge TCC game is a big shocker. That South Paulding, North Paulding game, you know, South Paulding knocked off New Manchester, I believe, and I think they're 5-0 this year. They busted the top 10 this year. And, of course, North Paulding headed up by All-State offensive lineman Cooper Corley. They're going to have to buckle that chin strap tight and get back into that game.
And from
over in Dallas, Georgia.
From over the other side of town at Evans Memorial Stadium over at Heritage. Heritage has come out in the second half and put some points up. They're up 17-7 now over Winderberry.
17, that Winderberry, I'm telling you what, they're tough this year. Here we're fixing to kick it off and swap some paint. Clarke Central Salem Seminoles.
Back deep for the Gladiators, of course, Austin Johnson. No, excuse me, that's Sorrells, number 23. And it looks like number 28 back there for the Gladiators.
That might be Vereen. D'Anthony
Vereen, it sure is. That's first time we've seen him since coming off the injury.
So good to see him back on the field for Clarke Central.
And the Braves got their third out, left the bases loaded, looks like, so the score is still 4-1 going to the top of the 8th.
Man, there's just too much live action going on tonight.
Yeah, and we missed the hockey game.
And Salem does a little pooch kick. It's going to come down around 25. We bobble the ball. It's on the ground. We pick it up. That's DeAnthony Marine. He squirts away, but gets tackled by a maroon jersey around the 25.
Yeah, number 80 on the tackle. That's Evan Jones. Going to take over here, first 10 for Maroon, 35.
So Clarke Central leading this game 13-9, a slim 4-point lead. And, you know, as tired as Salem was getting in that first half, you got to think to start this third quarter, they're going to be a little rested and a little fresh. Let's see what happens on the defensive side.
Yeah, we just need to put a long drive together here and get them back on their heels again.
Cameron Johnson shotgun with Jaquan Daniels in the backfield. We've got two receivers, one on each side. Cameron, we're going to give it to Jaquan, and he's going to pick his way for a yard, and that's all. Off left guard.
Yeah, 44 in there on the tackle. For the Seminoles.
Another no name.
No name, don't have him. 54 also in there for them. Looks like Kendra Lodge.
2nd down and 9, Gladiators. Looks like we're going to try to just keep it on the ground and wear this defense down. We're going to do a play action. Cameron rolls right, looking down the field, and that was near nobody around the 45.
Boy, he had his tight end wide open. He just missed him right there.
It looked like he was intending the pass to go to Quavon Scott. And he's going to run out of bounds now, and looks like he's going to get relieved by, I want to say that's Desmond Sorrells, number 23, coming into the ball game. We've got trips over here to the near side. Cameron shotgun, 3rd and long. 3rd down and 9. We move Jaquan over here to the right side. Salem's got pressure, and Cameron has to let it go. And it's complete to a Gladiator around the 45.
What a catch. That is number 2. He's been injured all year.
That's Javante Smith.
Yeah, he just back now. Javante, big catch. Went up in the air, made a catch right in front of the Seminole. Seminole defensive back really had great coverage over there. And he just went up and got it from him, Buster.
Javante Smith, 6 foot, 145-pound senior, making his first catch of the year. Cameron shotgun. We're in Salem Seminole territory. He's got a little bit of time, and he's looking, and now he's going to have to keep it. And he does a good job of eluding, and he lost his footing.
Yeah, we talked about how that field was going to be a little slick and wet. In the second half, that dew is really falling, even on the table up here that Chris is working on over here with all the equipment. It's just full of water.
So Cameron ran 3 miles to pick up 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Gladiators driving.
Really, that play, he could have tucked it up a little sooner. I think he would have picked up the first down.
Shotgun, 10:25 to go, 3rd quarter. Gladiators trying to score on their opening drive, and we pitch it to Jaquan.
He's gone.
He's gone. Look at Jaquan Daniels, tripped up by a guy around the 21-yard line, but there is a flag. Watch the flag, and there's a Gladiator acting like he did something that he was not supposed to do. Let's see. That's Javante Smith getting talked to by the coach. They may have got him for a block in the back. Let's see. Gladiators backing up.
Number 16 on the tackle, Eli Daniels. Okay, that's going to bring up a 2nd and maybe 2 because it'll go from the spot of the foul. That'll be a 10-yard penalty. So it's going to bring up a 3rd or 2nd and 5.
Probably 2nd and 5, yeah, from the 40. Let's see. They're fixing to step it off. Referee's looking at it. And they bring it back to the...
Yeah, it's going to go to the 39. Maybe
not a bad
38.
spot.
Yeah.
So 2nd and short. We'll call it 2nd and 4. Gladiators after the penalty. But another big, nice run by Jaquan Daniels. It looks like it might be Vereen in the backfield now, Chuck.
That's good. Like to see DeAnthony get something going here. I'm sure he's anxious to get something going.
And we give to Vereen. Let's see what he does. He stiff arms a guy, and he gets to the 35, to the 30, and lowers his head and gets down to the 29.
Big first down there by the Gladiators. Knocked out of bounds by number 54 for Salem. That's Kentrell Lodge.
And, Chuck, we talked about this on the way up here this afternoon, how the running game of Clarke Central's took on a whole new dimension this year, that we're not running to elude, we're running to punish and bruise people now. And that was another hard run there by DeAnthony Vereen to demonstrate that.
But DeAnthony on that play, used both. He used his speed to get around the corner and elude a tackler, and then
when it
he's
was
not
time to
running
lower
out
the
of
boom.
bounds. Yeah,
Right.
he lowers the boom.
Man in motion, that's Sorrells. Cameron, and he's getting pressured. He got a good block from Vereen. And I tell you what, Cameron's making something happen here. He scrambles his way down to the 20. He's going to be very close to a Clarke Central first down.
Yeah,
all that happened because of the crackback block by Vereen.
Vereen, good job of picking up the block. Brought down by number 52. That's T.J. Jones. And as you see already, Buster, the big man 75, that's Bear Cooper, having to come off the field.
Yeah.
And 52 and 72, some of those guys are playing both
Yeah,
ways.
and it's just the pace of the game now is starting to catch up with them here in the third quarter. Cameron, shotgun, 3 receivers to the left side. We give to Vereen a little trap play. He's looking for a hole, and he's following blockers, and he got something out of nothing. He might have got the first down by a couple of yards.
Boy, big 71 pulling that time for the Gladiators off the offensive line. That's Chris Jones. We've seen him play since he was a freshman, junior. Really come across there pulling. That's a big man pulling across that line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Chris Jones, 6'3", 236. Big specimen.
And he's got that frame that you can put 280 on easy.
Oh, yeah. Man, he could eat some steak and potatoes in college. He'd be 280, 300 in a heartbeat. 8:27 to go, third quarter. Clarke Central leads 13-9. We're trying to add more. Cameron throws out to the screen pass here to Sorrells, and Desmond makes a man miss, and he is so good at that, Chuck. He'll stop in his tracks, elude the first tackler, and then pick up 5-6 yards after contact.
No doubt about it. 52 again in there on the tackle. T.J. Jones. He's all over the field, but he's really giving it all. But he is wearing down. 72 now coming off for the Seminoles, and they're trying to get those linemen in and out as quick as possible.
Cameron again goes with shotgun. We barely have a huddle.
Very physical game, Buster.
And we look to give to Jaqua, and Jaqua squirts up the middle for about 7-8 yards on a first down.
First down, no doubt about it. Big run, just leaving Seminole tacklers on the ground behind him. He is a load to bring down.
So it's going to be first and goal, Clarke Central. The ball is sitting just outside the 5, and it's been a very impressive opening drive here in the second half for Clarke Central. 13-9. We lead by 4. We're trying to make it 11. We go with 3 receivers, and Jaqua to the right. Jamonte Smith over here to the right as well. And Cameron's going to do a keeper, and he's going to score easy. 6 points for Clarke Central. Touchdown, Gladiators.
Along the right side, he just, no containment over there, and was able to get outside the Seminole tacklers and goes in for the score. Big answer right there for the Gladiators coming out in the second half.
Holly, what are you noticing about the Seminole defense? It looks like a lot of hands on the hips.
Of course, Buster, that was a good drive right there. Used almost 5 minutes of the clock.
So
Matthew Ward on for the kick.
I guess Holly ain't got her ears on.
With you now, Buster?
Yes, you are. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, a lot of hands on the hips, a lot of dragging. You can see them walking off the field very slowly. I don't know if you guys get to notice, but after each score, I get a high five from Miss Self, Caroline Self. She is breathing a little easier now, much easier than she was there in the first half.
Well, that's just the life of a wife of a coach, and she's just going to have to get used to that. There's going to be a lot of high fives that come a lot later in the game before this year's over, I can assure you.
Hey, some updates here for you, Buster. Warner Robins 13, Jones County 8, Effingham County 34, Windsor Forest 0.
A lot of action going on here in the great state of Georgia. Again, this is a simulcast operation we're bringing to you tonight. Rockdale Careers Academy and Clarke Central GITV. Trying to give you the best signal possible no matter where you are in the state, the world. If you're on an island in the middle of the Pacific, you're watching this game from Conyers, Georgia, in between the pines, southwest of Highway 138 and I-20. Glad you're joining us. Glad to have you. Clarke Central leads 20-9, 11-point lead.
Crosstown Heritage still up 17-7.
on Winder.
Over Winder.
Matthew Ward puts a foot in it, end over end. It's going to be received around the 3 to the 10. And now we've got 2 or 3 white shirts giving chase, but he gets away. And he slips and falls around the 11. So the traction definitely becoming a problem. Holly, what you got on the grass down there?
It's pretty slick. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it, as you can see from the camera. It's also got a lot of divots in it, so it's easy to kind of get a foot in and lose your footing.
Well, you know the Salem coaching staff is not happy about that. You want to try to run north and south, and being pinned down inside the 15 like this is not a good start that you're looking for.
7:04 to go, third quarter. Clarke leads at 20-9. Shotgun, Lackey for Salem. Man in motion.
He's been trouble for us tonight.
And they go the opposite way, and Lackey wants to keep it, but we tackle him behind the line. And Chuck, did you see a jersey?
Yeah, number 20, Kayvon Williams right there. And, of course, 97, Alan Miller coming up.
Good pursuit. Good pursuit. 2nd and 10, no gain on the play.
You know, that's only one play, but, wanted to see those adjustments that the defense was going to make because they hurt us a little bit in that first half. So glad to see something happen there.
2nd down and 10. Salem with the man in motion going to do the end-around play. And we got 2 white jerseys hitting number 2, Jordan Scott for Salem.
Yeah, Jamel Israel coming up from the safety position, making a good play. Of course, Kayvon Williams and of course, the defensive end right there. That's Alan Bam Bam Miller again right there. Big play right here, Buster. Get a 3 and out, get some good field position on the punt return.
6:03, 6:02, 6:01 to go in the third. Salem trails by 11. They're trying to keep a drive alive. It's 3rd and 6.
This is the play that they've hurt us in the first half. You know, that Lackey's elusiveness is hurt us in that first half. So hopefully
yeah, you're right, Chuck. They were doing a lot of it on 3rd down, too. Lackey, and he gets hammered behind the line. And Clarke Central still pursuing him as if he won't go down.
I tell you what, Bam Bam Miller and Ellison in there, Paul Eckhart, Cavante Bug, and who's that, Cedric Armstrong coming up out of there. That was a great rush. Faked the blitz and still brought 4, and the Gladiators were all over him right there, Buster. Back deep is Drico Browner for the Gladiators.
Good outing for the defense on that series.
On to punt is number 6. That is Lackey. Better watch him.
Lackey drops back. We almost had a man on him. He gets it away. The punt's going to come to a rest.
Get away, get away.
Around the 40, we almost had a white jersey touch it.
There you go. Good field position, just what we talked about, Buster.
So Clarke Central in business in Salem territory. 1st and 10 from the 40 of Salem. 20-9 our score. 4:56 to go in the third quarter. Again, we're doing a simulcast with Rockdale Careers Academy. The crew from Rockdale, Tierra Woods, Malcolm Wimpy, Rebecca Howington, Mr. Dinsmore, Mr. White, who leads that great class of the Rockdale Careers Academy, teaming up here with our engineer, Chris Crumpton, sideline reporter, Holly Ward, Chuck Webman, and Buster Crumpton, bringing this game live.
I was really amazed by the teacher telling us how many students they got involved over there in the program. That's really over 250. That's just tremendous.
That's a lot of people wanting to get into the broadcast business. And they do a great job. We give it to Jaqua, gets 2 or 3 off right side.
Boy, they're trying to strip him, but he's holding on to the ball. That's what you like to see.
And I tell you, we've seen teams do that all year, try to take that ball out of Big Jaqua's hands, and it just ain't happening. He holds on to that thing. Look here, we're going to give Marine some more time here.
Tell you what, there was a little bit of shoving going in there right there on that tackle.
Well, and you know, this is about the time of the game last year where it got a little bit out of hand. Let's hope we can keep our composure and think about next week. Not get nobody thrown out of this game. Cameron, shotgun.
Boy, good crisp snap that time.
We throw it out to the tailback Marine, and look at that. Look at DeAnthony.
No, don't go backwards.
Hey, look at him. He's like a battering ram, Chuck. He's just bouncing off of people.
Come close to the first down there.
Hey, great run after the catch by DeAnthony Marine coming out of the backfield on a little screen pass.
62 and number 7 in there. We don't have number 7, number 62 for Seminoles. Don't have him either. So.
And now we switch Breen and we go back with Jaquan. This is the part, Chuck, that we've been talking about all year, that if we can keep those legs fresh.
1-2 punch, no doubt about it.
Especially against a defense that's as tired as Salem's is right now. Here comes Cameron. He fires to the left side, in and out of the hands of Javante Smith, it looked like over there to the left side.
Boy, he was open too. Boy, that was, and I don't think you could have, Cameron couldn't have thrown that one any better. I'm here to tell you. That one was on the money.
Very catchable ball. Good coverage by Salem, but it was a very catchable ball. 3:27, the clock is stopped. 20-9 the score. Clarke leads by 11. We're trying to get a few more. We need about 10 more yards to get in Matthew Ward's range probably.
Well, it's 4th down, Buster.
4th down, 3 yards. Clarke Central trying to get a first, and we're going to do a pitch to the left side, and Jaquan's got the first down and more. And he gets down to around the 20 following a blocker. And we're knocking on the door. We're in the red zone.
He was just tripped up by Eli Daniels, and I mean literally tripped up. I think he was following his blocker and ran right over top of both of them. Good run right there. That play is going to be hard to stop when you got Jaquan Daniels running downhill like that.
1st and 10, Gladiators on the 20. 3:13 to go, 3rd quarter. We're trying to stretch this thing out now and get up by more than 2 scores.
There he goes.
Man, look at him run. It's almost a thing of beauty. There's a flag. Don't know what the call is there, but number 7 was falling down from the backside for Salem. May have got shoved or pushed. Let's see.
They're calling a push. Yeah, blocking the back against the Gladiators.
So that'll back us up. And if that's a spot foul, we'll probably be first and probably 15 or 17, I'm guessing. Let's see. Holly, what you got on the penalty?
I did not see it happen. They're still discussing. I'm not sure exactly what number they were pointing to. I was watching Jaquan. He was right here beside me putting on a show.
3:01 to go, 3rd quarter, 20-9. Clarke Central's going to be first and about, let's just call it 15 to keep it simple. 1st and 15 Gladiators. We're on the Salem 26. Cameron drops back, throws across the middle, complete. And I believe that was Marcus Campbell.
Austin Johnson, wasn't it? And he held his ground and just...
That's number 13.
No, it was Campbell.
Yeah.
Campbell.
Boy, he took a lick and he kept on ticking.
Yeah, he did, man. He didn't go down after the first lick. Good balance there by Marcus Campbell to keep his footing.
And that was the shot, Holly, you were right there on it. That was a shot that easily could have fumbled that ball.
From the Seminole 16-yard line, Clarke 2nd and 6. Cameron trying to put this thing a little bit more out of reach. We lead 20-9, and we give to
Morrissey.
Kenan Morrison. And he drags a few tacklers down to the
Looks like it's
10.
going to be 4th down, though, Buster, so.
Boy, just short of the 10 in the first down marker. It's going to be 4th down and 1.
Look who strolls on the field there
And
now.
here comes Mr. Jaquan. Gonna give it to the big guy.
A dose of the Qua. We haven't had a dose of the Quez in a while. We're going to go a dose of the Qua here.
Miss old Marquez, number 27. Hope he's tuning in tonight, watching his former teammates.
Up at Mars Hill, isn't he?
Mars Hill, that's correct. We give to Jaquan. They stopped him at the line. I don't know. I don't know.
All right, looks like he might have got it.
He's got it. I'm right here. He got to the 10, and it's 1st down.
Good call, Holly.
And they didn't even measure, so they called it right away. They're saying roll the clock, so chains will move. 1st down, Gladiators.
Of course, you can't miss Holly over there. She's in her red boots and yellow pants and red jersey. You got her. She's all lit up over there.
Yeah, she's all Clarke Central. Holly Ward. Cameron rolls right. He's got a man to pitch if he needs to, but he wants to take it in.
Touchdown. How about that?
2nd touchdown tonight for Cameron Johnson on the quarterback keeper.
Good run, and he had Jaquan on his hip all the way. That was a good job by Jaquan that time. Not a great run by Cameron, but Jaquan was keeping his distance in case he had to catch the pitch, which is critical. You get too close, and you'll see a fumble from time to time. Good touchdown right there by the Glads.
26-9, Clarke Central stretches it out now.
Matthew Ward on for the kick.
And Matthew Ward missed his last extra point. Let's see where this one goes, and it is good.
No doubt.
Timeout on the field with 52.1 seconds to go in the third quarter. Clarke Central 27, Salem 9. Let's see if we can get you some scores on the Bulldog Signs scoreboard.
Let's see what we got, Buster. Let's warm this baby up. We got to get the squirrels spinning here. Warner Robins still 13, Warner Robins 20. Jones County, that can't be right. They got 14 to 20. It's 13-8 is the score I've got there. Heritage, Effingham County still nothing, still 34-0. Nothing really different right now, Buster. Still got to get some more updates here. Let me see if I can get you an update on that Heritage Winder Barrow game. Across town, it's still 17-7, and it's in the third quarter. Walton and Lassiter, I think, are at halftime. And let's see, try to update it one more time and see if we can get anything different.
Well, here Matthew Ward's getting ready to kick it off from the 40. He sticks a foot in it and kicks it deep to the right side. And it's fumbled by the Salem receiver. And well, they're blowing that dead. What's up with that?
That's not, that's a bad call.
Well, there's a beanbag on the ground.
Unless they're, I mean, they can't call that a muff.
No, this has got to be a botched call here.
They're going to re-kick. Now that's, I mean, that, you know, that's not fair to the Gladiators either.
Let's see what kind of call, if we get any kind of a call here. Let's see.
Something.
I think they might be calling Clarke Central offside.
Well, no, he kicked.
But see, the thing that's confusing me, there's a beanbag on the field, which that clearly indicates there was a fumble. But the only thing I saw close to a call was maybe an offside signal. Okay, Coach Self's wanting an explanation. He's going out and talking to the referee, but they're lining it back up on the 40, so I don't know what happened there.
Did maybe he kick it before the whistle blew is the only thing I inadvertent.
Maybe. Holly, you got anything?
It's an inadvertent whistle, but if no one has possession of the ball, when the whistle's blown, we redo the play.
Yeah,
okay.
I think that's what it was.
We heard it, inadvertent whistle.
Inadvertent whistle.
That coming from the athletic director, John Ward, over on the sideline with Holly. And now we re-kick it.
And he does the same thing.
And they're going to have to jump on it. That beanbag's flying, and Clarke's down.
Oh, it's still going.
And, man, let's see. Clarke
It's Gladiator football.
How about that?
Boy, there were bodies everywhere there, Buster.
Clarke Central gets on a fumbled ball by the Salem Seminole kickoff receiving team.
I was fixing to say I didn't like the way that happened, but now I kind of turned out to do like how the way it happened there.
And I tell you what, now you got to go for the dagger, Chuck. You got a very tired Salem Seminole defense out there.
No doubt. Matter of fact, here comes 70 off the field now. He's been out there all night, you know, and he's not even staying out there.
And again,
these guys are tired.
It's been a long time that I can't recall seeing a team with the lack of depth. It's not none of these players' fault. They just don't have enough bodies to run two guys in and play.
You know, when we got these rosters earlier in the week, I was really shocked on how small they were.
Right.
And then when we got here, of course, a lot of the numbers aren't on there. But
there goes Jaquan, and he's looking for a little hole, and he busted over there for 5-6 yards off left side. He's inside the 10.
You know, and it doesn't look like much, but when you got a defensive back, number 16, coming up to make the tackle, that's Eli Daniels. It doesn't look like much, but when you're grinding and you're taking licks from that tailback coming at you like that, it's wearing you out.
Looks like we've got two receivers over here to the right side.
12 seconds left in the quarter. Can we get the play off?
Down to 8 seconds. We get Jaquan, and he's hit at the line and dropped for about no gain, maybe a yard at the most. It'll be 3rd and 5, and the clock's going to expire right there.
And that was number 62 on the tackle for Salem, and we do not have his number.
Clarke Central 27, Salem 9, but we're fixing to score some more. And let's see if we can go down to the sidelines with Holly. You got anybody down there, Holly, we need to hear from?
Well, I've got the players here with their fours raised, ready for the fourth got the defense here discussing some things. They're happy with their play. So I think there's a really good vibe here on the sidelines. One thing I don't know that you guys have commented on this evening is the healthy competition we've got going on for that tailback position. You've seen Jaquan run hard, and every single time DeAnthony's had an opportunity to touch the ball, he's been like a wild man trying to score touchdowns.
Now, Chuck and I was talking on the way up here, Holly, about how DeAnthony Vereen, what he can bring to the table to give Jaquan a blow and a break every now and then. And it's going to create a better running back for the both of them because they're going to push each other.
He's hungry.
Yeah, you can tell by the way Vereen's running. He's wanting some action. And
he's just dying to get his hands on that ball. Here he is going on the field right now, so I'd be watching to see what he does.
All right, got some North Side, Warner Robins 42, Houston County 3. And Ware County 14, Glen Academy 13 out of Brunswick. So that's becoming quite the ball game down there.
yeah, there's going to be a lot of Gator fans upset if Glen Academy comes out on top on that game. Here we're 27-9. We've got 12 minutes to play, and Clarke Central very deep in Salem Seminole territory. It's third down and let's call it 6. From inside the 10, ball's resting on the 9. DeAnthony Vereen's the tailback. We've got a very tight formation here. Pro set, Cameron, play action, rolls right, and he's looking to keep it again, and he tries to run down the sideline and almost gets to the pylon.
Got the first down.
But he definitely got at least to the 2, I would guess.
Number 54 on the tackle, that's Kentro Lodge. I tell you, Lodge and T.J. Jones have really just had big nights for that Salem defense. And you know, that we've been fortunate this second half to keep that Salem offense off the field. And, you know, we're wearing down this defense. These guys are playing both ways. It's been tough on them.
Well, and a lot of people's going to be looking at this score around the state and say, oh, well, Clarke Central's taking care of business. But we trailed 9-0 in the second quarter.
There
at
goes
one
Vereen.
time. And, in fact, we thought we might even go into halftime with no points at one point. But Clarke Central has put up 27 unanswered, and we're looking to throw 6 more up now in the mix here inside the 10.
Vereen was brought down on the 1-yard line by number 7. Of course, we don't have his name on the roster.
So Clarke will line it up, 2nd and goal on the 1. Again, Vereen's the tailback. Cameron barking signals, man in motion. Looks like Baylor Ward, and we pitch to Vereen. And Vereen bulldozes his way into the land of milk and honey. Touchdown, Gladiators.
Well, I am happy for Vereen getting some carries and getting the ball in the end zone, making it right now 34-9 with 11:10 left in the fourth quarter. Looks like we may have a new kicker on here for the Gladiators. Nope, that's Matthew Ward.
33-9. Matthew sporting the, are those the fluorescent orange or the bright hot pink?
Those are hot pink.
Hot pink. Almost looks like a members only coat I wore back in the 80s. Matthew, stick the foot, it gets blocked. Extra point is blocked. So the score will stay 33-9 Clarke Central. Holly, what's your comment on them pink cleats that Matthew's wearing?
You know, I only buy him black soccer cleats. Anything else he buys on his own. So those pink ones he purchased with his own money.
Well, as long as they work, I guess. They sure catch the eye.
They absolutely do. And Jacques Germain's are the fluorescent blue, so together they make a nice combination.
Yeah, the teal and blue, they look like a baby ward of a hospital.
Yeah, it looks like
possibly.
somebody's got baby expecting.
We'll call them the Bambi connection. How about that?
Those
Hey.
soccer players like very strange colors. It's quite entertaining to watch.
Well, I've always said, Holly, that kickers are like pitchers in baseball. They're just a different breed. They're not quite normal. They're just different than the rest of the guys.
That you can say, Buster, and I have to live with one, so they are very unique.
33-9, 11-10 to go in the game. Clarke Central.
Matthew Ward back on for the kick.
Clarke Central enjoying what amounts to a 24-point lead now. 3 touchdowns and a field goal. Ball's going to be received around the 15, and that guy's dancing around trying to get away, and he does. Blocking the back.
No flag.
Yeah, there's the flag. It'll be a block in the back.
Oh,
there's another flag. Let's see what that and this guy's still on his feet.
Yeah, let him go.
But it's going to come back. And now you don't want Matthew to get hurt here. Let's just back off, Matthew. That's good. Boy, I was scared he was going to dive, Chuck, and hurt himself on that play.
Well, that was Hassan Bodie on the carry, but there's quite a few laundry
there was
pieces out there.
Big time block on the back around the 10.
Inside the 10, yeah.
It's going to come back. Nice effort by Salem, though, not to give up on the play. And you can hear the home fans not liking the call at all. But it was clear to me. I saw it. Blocking the back by the return team. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Salem. And it's just going to depend on where they start the drive, where the officials mark the ball.
Yeah, and you know, you hate that for Hassan Bodie because the kid made a heck of a run, and he was already past that point. Yeah, I mean, the block.
Yeah, the block was
meant
meaningless.
nothing.
Yeah,
you know,
it was a meaningless block.
But you got young men out here.
Boy, and you called it a while ago, Chuck. And see, there's big number 70 out there again on offense. He has got to be a tired young man. I wish we had a name for him because he would get the Purple Heart Award tonight. He has been a warrior for the Salem Seminoles.
Hey, top of the 9th, Buster, over at Turner Field, and 1 out, nobody on, and the score is 4-3 Braves over the Dodgers.
4-3, top of the 9th. And how many on?
Nobody on.
Nobody on. They need to close that thing. I guess it would be Kimbrell time.
But
here comes Lackey again. And he just runs by 3 or 4 white shirts and gets a first down out to the 19.
That number 6 for Salem, you wouldn't mind having him on your team. I'm here to tell you that young man can play.
His full name, Lakash Lackey. And I just has broken off some beautiful runs here tonight. And most of them from the shotgun position. Lackey drops back again, looking downfield, throws.
He's going for it all.
Oh, that was a cheap call, man. I don't know about that one. Wow, we barely touched the receiver. It was a very uncatchable ball, but
it was definitely uncatchable.
They're going to get a pass.
He just turned around and touched him, but that was all it took.
Well, in fact, the Salem guy probably initiated more of the contact than the Clarke Central guy did, but nevertheless, they're going to call pass interference, and 15 yards from the line of scrimmage should put the ball close to the 35-yard line, I'm guessing. Let's see where they mark it. So Salem gets a big break here. 10:21 to go in the game. Clarke Central leading 33-9.
Next week's opponent, Heritage Patriots, are up 20-7 on Winder Barrow.
And that might be the most points Heritage has scored all year, Chuck. Nice run here by Salem, getting out to the 47-yard line. Let's see if we got a name for that guy.
Brought down by 33, Cedric Armstrong on the tackle.
If it's number 20, that's number 32. That's Triano Green. I don't know if I'm saying that right or not. Triano?
Triano.
Well, Mr. Green did a good job running that ball. 10:04 to go in the game. And they give it to Green again, and he's just dragging white shirts across the 50 down to the Clarke Central 44.
But these kids are not going to quit. I mean, you're going to have to play 4 quarters of football.
But as you would expect, the Salem offense, this is basically the first time they've touched the ball in the half, and they ought to be pretty fresh right now. Second and a short 3 for the Seminoles. 9:35 to go in the game. Lackey on a low snap, recovers nicely, throws to the left side, and he's got a man diving, and it's complete to the 32-yard line.
What a great catch over there by number 28 for them. That's Robbie Cyrus.
Yeah.
He just laid out and made a great catch.
Beautiful catch. We're coming up on the 9-minute mark in the game. We're at 9:08, 9:07 and counting. Salem trying to drive.
You think he's related to Billy Ray?
Billy Ray Cyrus, maybe. He's got some hair sticking out of that helmet. And here he comes over here to the far side. And a nice little run there to pick up some yardage by Cyrus.
Alan Miller at number 97, 45 Quan Russell also in there.
So we'll go to 2nd down and 6, maybe 7. We'll call it 2nd and 7. But now here we go again. You know, they've got a drive going, but you're starting to see a lot of guys holding their hands on their hips, especially those big linemen. They are so tired. Lackey rolls left, throws to receiver, complete. And they make a man miss, and they dive to the 25. That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 2. And again, I believe that's your boy Cyrus, Chuck, on the reception.
Yep. And Drico Browner, number 7 on tackle.
3rd down and a short 3.
That young man doesn't look like he's from Kentucky, so I don't think he's related to Billy Ray.
Yeah, I don't see the mullet. I hadn't seen the mullet sticking out from under the helmet. Man in motion. Cyrus. Lackey gives to the halfback. And what a run here. He may score. He dives, and did they give it to him?
No,
they're going to mark him down at the 1. Number 32 on the carry, Green, almost had a spectacular 26, 27-yard run for a touchdown, but he comes up a yard short. It's going to be Seminoles ball 1st and goal on the 1.
That was a good run there by the tailback.
Yeah, he just made guys miss in the middle of the field. Now we've got some guys holding hands on their hips. Defense is a little tired now.
Well, you know Coach Self is not happy with this.
Now, Salem's pretty much ran this down our throat, but now I think we did stop him short. No, they give it to him, touchdown. I thought we held him up enough to keep him out of there, but they say the second effort gets him in, and Salem gets some more points.
Looks like they're going to go for 2.
33-15. And I think you're right, Chuck. They look like the offense stays on. They're going to try to go for 2 and make it a 33-17 game. 7:26 to go. Oh, we got good pressure, and we hit him behind the line for a big loss. So 2-point conversion fails. We knocked him down around the 17-yard line.
You know, we might have come out that series a little conservative. There again, we blitzed on that one. You know, when we blitzed tonight in the second half, it's made a huge difference, caused some 3 and outs. We didn't blitz as much on that series. We did on the extra point there, the 2-point conversion, and we held them pinned back. So,
Holly, what you got? Somebody standing beside you down there?
I've got our video expert here on the side that's doing the videoing for the football team. Scott, right?
Yes.
Tell us about what you're doing for Coach Holtz.
Coach Holtz puts together motivational videos before every game to show to the team, so I give him some sideline views to add into the videos.
Wonderful. So,
Holly, what is Scott's last name?
Scott, your last name?
Moore?
And Scott Moore is volunteering his time.
Correct.
Thank you, Scott. We appreciate your time here with the Gladiators, and you make this very interesting and entertaining for the boys with those highlight videos.
Glad I can help. Thank you.
all right, back deep for the Gladiators, Sorrells and Vereen, number 28, number 23. You might look for an onside kick right here, Buster.
33-15 our score, 7:26 to go in the game. Again, we are simulcasting tonight's broadcast with Rockdale Careers Academy, Clarke Central GITV, teaming up to bring you the best signal, video, and audio possible so that you can enjoy this game in the comfort of your own home, no matter where you may be in the world, on the World Wide Web. 33-15, and the bands are starting to play. I think we had timeout called right there before the kickoff.
Well, I think Coach Self and Coach Wegman, special teams coach, made the timeout call right there, and recognizing that this is probably going to be an onside kick situation. Didn't have their hands team in there, so they wanted to get the right personnel on the field.
Well, good call, and you're right. This late in the game, why would you kick it off? But the thing I've been impressed the most with Salem tonight is their physicality, Chuck.
Very physical.
Very
It's been
physical ball team.
It's been a very physical ball game all night long. Both sides are taking shots at each other, and guys are coming up and shaking them heads and clearing the cobwebs on every play.
Yeah, it's been a bruiser of a game for sure. And we're going to have another one next week at Billy Henderson Stadium. October 11th is the Heritage Patriots coming calling between the Pines and Athens, Georgia. Kickoff set for 7:30 p.m. Next Friday, Clarke Central Heritage, big Region 8-5A matchup, as they all are from this point on.
Vereen needs to stay back in case he tries to pop it down there because it's a free ball. You don't want to give up the side of the field. You need to, you better watch out. There it is.
And we get on it, and we secure it around the 44-yard line. Good play there by Draco Browner.
Nope. Nathan Fulton.
Nathan Fulton.
Okay. Nathan Fulton there, right there on the ball as it came across.
So now, Chuck, what do you want to do if you're Clarke Central? Sustain a long drive, I'm sure. Try to eat up some of this clock.
Well, you take your tailbacks, and you just take turns just pounding it. Picking up first downs, killing the
Boy, Salem's got a guy that he's tried to get up twice, and he's went down twice, and now we've got some Clarke Central personnel out there tending to him.
Number 12.
Number 12 for Salem. Let's see if we got a number. We do. It's Kanome McIntosh. And it looked funny, Holly. He tried to get up a couple of times, but he kept falling back down.
Yes, and his teammates were trying to help him. He just couldn't get his legs under him at all. He was really struggling.
And they're trying to back him off, back the teammates off down, trying to give him some air and some people that can attend to him. But it's really weird. Most of the time you'll see a player go down and maybe hit their bottom side or their back, but this guy fell down forward on his chest 2 times in a row.
Well, we want to bring you we went final over in Atlanta. I know somebody down in South Carolina, a big Dodger fan, he was happy last night, a little sad tonight. That's my brother Mike. The Braves take the win tonight 4-3 over the Dodgers, and let's head to L.A.
It's going to be a tough series before it's all said and done.
Buster was talking earlier that next week, of course, Heritage travels to Athens to take on the Gladiators at Billy Henderson Stadium, and want to remind everybody also it's homecoming next week, Buster, over at Clarke Central High School, and always a big week. The parade on Thursday night and down Millage Avenue,
and this year, Chuck, we have something. I didn't want to interrupt, but
no,
we have
go
something
ahead.
special. We have a Powder Puff game that's going to be, I believe, Wednesday night. If I can get with Athletic Director Coach Ward. Tell us about the Powder Puff game coming up, Coach Ward, or homecoming.
Yes, this week is homecoming at Clarke Central High School. On Wednesday at 6:30 in Billy Henderson Stadium, we'll have a Powder Puff football game. That's the junior and senior girls, those who have opted to play football, versus the sophomore and freshman girls. And rumor has it there might be a few of our football players serving as cheerleaders during this game. At halftime of the game, which will be around 7 o'clock, we'll have our annual homecoming pep rally in Billy Henderson Stadium. So I hope we can have a good group of fans, spectators, supporters there to see the girls play in Death Valley and have a great pep rally at halftime.
Sounds like a big night over at Clarke Central High School next Wednesday, I guess. Game, I think he said it was going to start around 6:30. So encourage everybody to come out. Thank you, Holly, for that. Across town here at Heritage High School, the score now Heritage 23, Winder Barrow 13, Buster.
Man, the dogs, the Double G dogs hanging so tough with them Patriots, are they not?
They sure are, no doubt about it.
Here we've had our own war. 33-15 Clarke Central leads, but it's not been easy.
No, this Salem team is not going to die. They are here to play, and they're giving it all they got.
We trailed at one time 9-0 midway through the second quarter before the offense finally woke up and started putting some drives together. 7:23 to go. It looks like we're back with Jaquan in the backfield. We pitch to Jaquan, and look at Jaquan go to the 50. Lowers his head and gets down to the 46-yard line before being tackled by number 6,
Yeah,
who
tripped up that's Lackey.
LaCash Lackley,
Yeah.
playing both ways now.
No doubt about it. I mean, 75, 72, 62. Those defensive and offensive linemen are going both ways all night, and that's definitely, they've got their best athletes out there, but it's definitely hurting.
Cameron comes to the line with Jaquan in the backfield. Baylor Ward in motion, and we give to Jaquan, and he stutter steps and bounces through a hole for about 4 or 5 big, tough yards up the middle. We're just grinding it now, Chuck.
Yeah, and that's what you want to do. Run that clock and just produce first downs, keep it on the ground, hold on to the ball. Of course, we're talking about the physical game and how tough it is. Number 75, old Bear Cooper, the big man playing that right tackle. He's had a heck of a first quarter, but as the game's worn down, it's been tough on him.
Shotgun formation, 6:25 to go in the game. Cameron again, a little inside handoff to Jaquan, but they wrap him up in the backfield, and he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 6.
Looks like we had some confusion on that play. We didn't look real smooth play right there.
Boy, and I think the thing I noticed, look how fast DeAnthony Vereen came in to relieve Jaquan. He was already lined up in his position before Jaquan started to run off the field.
Anxious young man, no doubt about it.
5:55, 5:54, 5:53 and counting. Clarke Central trying to secure a victory here in Conyers. We pitch to Vereen, and he runs by 2 or 3 red shirts, but watch the flag.
Yeah, we got a flag. That's good, and that run was good enough for the first down, but that's going to be in the holding area, and that's going to make it probably 3rd and about 15 for the
And
Gladiators.
Chuck, again, another flag that was just nowhere near the play. He was way out of the way of where that flag was thrown. So Clarke Central again shoots themselves in the foot on another costly penalty. And we'll go 3rd and 6 now to 3rd, and probably what's going to amount to about 13, maybe 14 yards.
Yeah, A.J. Stokes in there, number 68 for the Gladiators. He's a sophomore, 6'2", about 258.
5:37 to go in the game. Cameron goes to a shotgun now. He's got twins to both sides. He pump fakes, and he throws down the middle, complete to Desmond Sorrells, but he can't get it going, and he loses a yard.
Yeah, brought down by number 8. For them, that's Cam Johnson, and he read the screen all the way. So that's going to bring on Jacques Germain for the punt. Back deep, number 28.
The main thing here, the clock continues to roll. We're coming up on 5 minutes in the game.
And it's Robbie Cyrus back for Salem. Yeah, clock's still rolling.
Sorrells looks like he's a little gimpy, Chuck. He was shaking his leg pretty hard over there, lining up, trying to cover this punt. But watch Sorrells when he runs downfield. Let's see. And now there's a flag. Is that a delay of game?
Sorrells is playing that far side away from us.
Salem's clapping like we've caused some kind of infraction. Is that illegal substitution?
Couldn't be. Coach Self coming out on the field now.
And now the referees look confused a little bit on this one. Self is really voicing his opinion on this one. And now another referee's coming into the bunch. Holly, you got anything on the penalty being called?
Well, they're saying we didn't have enough men on the field, but ours keep saying we got 11. We got 11. So he's waving.
Yeah, they're waving the flag. Okay.
Inadvertent flag. Yeah, here we go. So, hey, if you don't have a 10, that's your problem.
Right.
Yeah.
My son Baylor Ward is supposed to count the plate.
Well, he did a good job of counting because we saw 11 the whole time too. So the flag is waved, and I think the clock kept running, Chuck. 4:38 to go in the game. It never stopped.
That was a good discussion.
And a high snap. Jermaine gets it under control, but he shanks it off his right side of his foot, and it's going to be a very short punt, and it's going to roll out of bounds around the 36-yard line.
Yeah, it's going to be about a 14-yard punt, no return, so that hurts your average.
So 4:23 to go in the game. And again, we want to remind everybody next week, homecoming, Clarke Central and Heritage. 7:30 kickoff time from Between the Pines at Billy Harrison Stadium. And then, of course, next week, our second home game in the row after that. Following the Heritage game, we'll entertain the Big Bad Red Elephants of Gainesville on October 18th. Defending 5A state champs. Gainesville Red Elephants come to town, calling it Billy Henderson Stadium. They give to Green again, and he picks up 5-6 yards off left guard. But the clock's the issue now. We're getting down to the 4-minute mark in the game. Clarke Central trying to secure a big region win on the road. Again, as we told you before, it was not easy. We trailed 9-0 midway through the second quarter. It looked like we weren't going to get any points.
That was Kayvon Williams on that tackle. Uh-oh, little lateral.
Now we got a razzle-dazzle flea flicker and a man wide open. That's Cyrus, and he catches it around the 47. And that's the best play of the night by far for Salem as far as passing goes. That was a very well-organized play. Go ahead, Joe.
Right down by Jamel Israel, number 5 for the Gladiators.
So the razzle-dazzle pays off for the Seminoles as we come up on 3:45 in the game, and they're trying to mount one last drive to get some points here.
Got a final down in Savannah, Effingham County 46, Windsor Forest 0. Warner Robins 27, Jones County 14.
Wow, Warner Robins starting to flex their muscles in that game. Lackey drops back. He's getting pressured. There's two white jerseys chasing. Quan Russell and Cedric Armstrong, and Lackey gets away and loses a yard after running a mile. Good pursuit by the Clarke Central defensive line on that play. That clock will stop at 3:31 now for the Seminoles. 3:31 remaining in the game.
Those are the kind of plays, too, that somebody, you got guys going everywhere and somebody going to get hurt, crack back or something, and saw one right there, but Quan Russell was able to get up. Got to be careful on those kind of plays this late in the game like this.
2nd and 13, and they give to Green again, but this time he can't get away, and he falls forward for maybe a yard pickup, and that's all. Tripped up by number 94, Cavante Bugg.
Yeah, and Quan Russell, number 45, in there also, Buster.
Clock keeps ticking. 3:15 to go in the game. And we're coming up on a 3rd down and 13 for the Seminoles. Oh, Bible snapping. Let's see if a white jersey finds it. Let's see. They're saying we've got it. Chico Dukem said we've got the ball.
He picked it up and ran.
And let's watch it. Let's watch it.
He picked up the ball and ran it.
Yeah, once you're down, but he wanted to go. He wanted to run with it a little ways.
Well, I don't think he was down. But now, Salem, the officials have not pointed Clarke Central's way.
Yeah, let's see what the call is here.
There it is.
There's the official indication. 1st down, Clarke Central. And now you got to kill 244, Chuck, to put this thing on ice. So it looked like Lackey wasn't expecting the snap. It looked like he was still looking over his coverage, and the ball just come flying back there and bounced off his knee.
And surprised me, it didn't look like any excitement to go after the ball, like something happened or, he was obviously shocked that the ball was snapped.
So Cameron comes up under center with 2:44 to go in the game. 33-15 our score. And he goes to shotgun now with a man in motion. And that is...
that's number 2.
That's number 8, I'm sorry.
8, yeah.
Leroy Leggett, his 2nd carry of the night on that end-around play. And he picked up about 5 again. So Leroy Leggett, 2 carries for 10 yards. Senior.
Got some new faces in there, too. Number 14, Jeffrey Mack in there. He's a junior.
They're going to move him over to the right side. We got Kenan Morrison at the tailback, so maybe Vereen and Jaquaz through for the night. Always good to get some of these younger guys in on some action. And we pitch to Morrison. And boy, he tries to run hard and gets stopped in his tracks after about a 2-yard pickup. It's going to be 3rd and about 4. 1:50 to go in the game. Clock's winding down ever so slowly. And Clarke's just trying to run some plays very slowly here and melt as much of that clock off as they can. Cameron taking his time, coming to the line. We're up on the 125 mark. 3rd down and 4. Cameron goes shotgun. This may be a passing play here just to get the first down. No, we keep it on the ground. And I'll tell you what, Morrison might have gotten it.
He did get it.
Good power run by Kenan Morrison there on the carry. Holly, what you got? That's like you got somebody standing beside you down there.
Well, I have a special guest with me this evening. It's the daughter of our kicking coach, Mary Carol Waller, here with her father on the sidelines enjoying. And Mary Carol is an 8th grader at Clarke Middle School. Mary Carol, what's it like on the sidelines?
Smelly.
Smelly. Okay. Hey, you love the honesty.
She is accurate about that. It's that sweat and grass smell, kind of like my house smells sometimes when my sons come home.
A Leggett on the carry there, Buster.
Leggett's seeing a lot of action for the first time this year, and it's good to see that senior get some playing time because we may need him down the road before this season's over. We're down to 35 seconds. Clarke Central's going to improve to 4-1 on the season, 3-0 in region play, and they're going to stay on pace with Flowery Branch and Gainesville as being the only 3 teams in the region without a loss. Big region win on the road for Clarke Central. We had to fight for it. It was not easy. And now we really get into the meat of the schedule as we go back to Athens for 2 home games in a row. Heritage on October 11th, Gainesville on October 18th. That's your final score as time runs out here in Conyers, Georgia. Clarke Central 33, Salem 15. Chuck, any assessments? Anything that
well,
you take from
I tell you gotta be proud of this Gladiator squad tonight. Came out with a down 9 late in the second quarter. A lot of adversity. Hey, this Salem team's got a lot of athletes, just not enough depth to keep it going. But man, they got some ball players, and they gave the Glad some trouble early. But you got to appreciate this young Gladiator team keeping pace, staying
clean in the region.
Yep, staying right up there with no losses so far, and just got to keep playing hard. We're going to have to play hard each and every week. Of course, every week that the Gladiators hit the field, somebody's coming after us.
Well, and especially with these next 3 weeks coming up, you've got Heritage, Gainesville, and Flowery Branch back to back to back, just like last season. And we all know how fast the season can either go your way or go downhill depending on the outcome of those 3 games. Again, this was a simulcast tonight by Rockdale Careers Academy and Clarke Central GITV. The crew from Rockdale Careers Academy, Tierra Woods, Malcolm Wimpy, Rebecca Howington, Mr. Dinsmore, and Mr. White, which they lead a great program up here in Rockdale County. And, of course, our Clarke Central GITV crew, Holly Ward on the sidelines, Chris Crumpton, the engineer, John Ward, the executive producer, Chuck Wegman, my tag team partner. I'm Buster Crumpton. We're going to sign off and say one real quick thing right quick for our corporate sponsors. Real big thanks for Athens Chevrolet, Cane's Chicken Fingers, the Varsity, the Bus, Papa John's Pizza, St. Mary's, Georgia United Credit Union, Jason's Deli, BB&T, Athens Regional Restore, and Athens Ford. Without them, this stuff ain't possible. So long from the Pines and Conyers, southwest of Highway 138 and I-20. It's been a joy. Thank you so much for watching.
That's them gladiators. 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 When we hit the field, yeah, we flex our skills. When you see that red and gold, or you know it's them. That's them gladiators. That's them gladiators. That's them gladiators. That's them gladiators. 7 o'clock Friday night, they gon' kick it off. They'll Glad gon' catch the ball and he taking off. Cam gon' throw it, Donna gon' catch it. Matt gon' kick it, but we just go sell. Blood and sweat, we leave it on the field. Finish every play strong, but you know the drill. And on defense, we gon' lock it down. We got Chico, we got Paul. Bam in the quarterback, not the thing loose said, scoop it up, we got the ball. On the goal line, we stand tall. All opposition gon' fall. It's no competition, this competition, cause gladiators overall. See the red and gold, I bleed that. Austin Johnson, he receives that. Pass and run fast. Stiff on your face mask. Touchdown, we scoring. Crowd yelling, they roaring. Gladiators, 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 gladiators. When we hit the field, yeah, we flex our skills. When you see that red and gold, or you know it's them. That's them gladiators. That's them gladiators. That's them gladiators. That's them gladiators. When we hit the field, yeah, we flex our skills. When you see that red and gold, or you know it's them. That's them gladiators. 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 That's them gladiators.